not entirely yours because remember you just get paid, even if you're on vacation. So if the exigency or the circumstances exist and the employer wants you to come back out, your vacation is deferred, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're on vacation, they can't call you back out to work. But I'm saying there are mechanisms in place with the nurses and doctors to treat with such situation. Again, I want to make it clear as much as all the other citizens in this country, can never, ever thank the doctors and nurses and all the medical professional healthcare workers, everybody, for how they would have stood in resource and dealt with this COVID-19 to keep us safe. So that don't need to be said no more. So when I'm speaking, it's not at all that appreciation. We are speaking about this issue with them, they protesting. So I'm dealing with that. But everything else, we love them. We appreciate them. We know the sacrifices they made, leaving their families at home, their children at home. We know that. And we cheer with them, we cry with them, we understand. But I'm saying, to those persons in Montauk who would have protested, wouldn't it be better that you all put energy for us to remove Watson Duke as president of PSA and get a executive voted in who could really sit and negotiate with the CPO on our behalf? Wouldn't it be better for you all to be looking to see if we could get our understanding arrest? We're going into the third negotiation period. We haven't had an increase in salary since 2013. But you all out there talking about the teachers going to get a stipend or they want to. Isn't it better that you look at the bigger picture than that minor thing you're looking at? Because as I said again, there are mechanisms in place to treat the situation. I also understand the nurses and doctors who are dealing directly with COVID-19 patients, they are giving there's something there for them to treat with that because they actually in the space of persons who have got deadly disease and virus. The other nurses and doctors who work on the other part of the healthcare system, because a parallel healthcare system running right now, they continue to get all the benefits and whatever they have. So I'm not saying that everything is perfect in the nursing fraternity or the doctors and all that. However, I'm saying, please, let us stay focused on what the real issue is. Because as I say, I'm not hearing all the other nurses and doctors through the other medical facilities. I'm not hearing they coming out and lending the support to what's happening here. I am saying this is a PSA politically. To me, that was playing out there for somebody political aspiration and agenda. Because had it been for really us as workers and public officers who are represented by PSA, I think the call should have been for us to get our negotiations settled. And who we have to call on is for Watson Joke to treat and deal with that matter along with the city and get it over and done with. So people, don't be carried away by this political aspiration of a man who nobody voted for. Since 2017, he has been in office without an election. And the executive that he has here, nobody vote for them. I don't know what they think with the club of people, please. And to the guy who is the president of the TTRNA, Trinidad and Tobago Registered Nurses Association, please tell the members who pay the dues that you are not the recognized majority union. Meaning you cannot sit and negotiate in front of the CPO for them nurses and them who paying the money to this union that you're in. Go get yourself where you have the 50% plus one, get recognized so that you'll be able to treat and meet today's issues. Right now you're running wrong and you're picking fight with this one and that. I'll tell you, sir, calm yourself, learn the ropes, be amicable and build. Right now you cannot legally represent no nurses who pay in that union that you have there, and you know that. And nurses, let's Felix, I don't know, only go ahead and be misled. PSA is the union that negotiates on behalf of nurses. End the conversation. So no other union can do it. Whether or not they have people paying the union or not, it's not. So I will tell the nurses and them and PSA who are up at Montauk, the onus is on us to get Watson Duke, to get an election started, let us vote, and let somebody go and sit down and negotiate on our behalf. We haven't got an increase in salary since 2013. We have been working on that salary. We're going into our third negotiation period. That's what we should be agitating for, not to watch what the teachers and get. And look, Ms. Felix, this thing sounding too political for me. I go on, yes.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, my sidekick is here. Good morning to you, Wendell.
Yes, good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to all those who locked on.
All if you see bust through the door like a Bajan.
Well,
Bow.
you see, when you have to deal with issues and remind the population, this is a serious year.
And you like to come by me, and?
Well, it's the number one talk show in Trinidad and Tobago right now, where we bring the issues and the facts. Right, so when you say I come here, I mean business, and when I come prepared and I concentrate and I realize the role that serious people in serious business and serious politics have to lead the country forward, and that serious people cannot be Kamla Prasad Visesana Bunch. It cannot, and it must not, and it must not. No, but this is an election here, Noshan, and we have to call a spade a spade. We have to expose those who not about country. And I, Wendell Eversley, intend to go length and breadth throughout Trinidad and Tobago and tell the people to vote for UNC.
I just put up the post a little while ago and thing. Like as you walk through the door, it gone up, bling, 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 bling. But these people are easy, falling like a bacchanal, eh?
It's not a bacchanal, they write facts.
All right, well, I would say that.
And they want the population to know. We want the population. And Shan, you have to, we have to stop the kicks in right now, you know.
I agree.
Now it's serious business, you know.
I agree.
Right? And when your program on Monday to Friday, serious business, now is not the time to skin and grin. People have to open their eyes and realize that UNC under Kamla Prasad business are dangerous for this country. Or they listen to the road Rodney Charles intend to take this population. Huh? You listen to him on Friday in Parliament gone? And you listen to and the kind of questions these people asking.
You know when they start, I just turn off.
But you must listen to them and listen to the mode of operation and listen to how they conduct their business, how they conduct their affairs. And for people must realize that in Venezuela they have an elected president. An elected president is not John Guaido. The elected president is Maduro, right? And for not for hell on earth, the UNC, everything unethical, they don't want to respect that United Nations have a seat for Venezuela and recognize the elected president Maduro, right? And they just jumping on a sidekick to what Mr. Trump tell them. Right? And they going out, that is the president they recognize.
But I want to show you that the trend continues. Here we have in Guyana. Watch the bacchanal going on in Guyana.
But listen to what
the
congresswoman said in United States for New York. Right? The District of New York. She said she's watching outside the Congress, not she. She said the Congress in America is watching the outside interference. And we have to ask ourselves if they have outside interference, if people from here too is part of that. We have to ask that because we have to know, because let me tell you, it is known, Ganga Singh said in Parliament, right, that he was in Guyana for the internal election.
But what you doing
it's not a candidate also too, where they say he tipped it for either St. Augustine or somewhere or the other, Larry Lala, he was in Guyana too. And he cannot say he wasn't in Guyana. He cannot say he wasn't being part and parcel of the PPC civic, because I was in Guyana too for the election. I was monitoring the same election. And I see them and even see I pay my way to Guyana. I take my flight, I went and I stayed in my hotel, I paid my own way for the hotel.
In other words, you went to Mako.
Let me tell you something. Wendell Eversley just go and visit all countries, different countries in the Caribbean when it comes to election. When Obama was first elected, I was in Miami campaigning, right? When first elected, right? When Paul Stacia not Stacia, the first woman elected in Jamaica, she name will come back just now. When she was the first woman elected, I was there. When Golden elected, I was there. Right? I follow and even take some of my team. Some of the team, people who probably never himself went out of the Caribbean then, and I introduced them until they say some kind of madness going on with some of them. But I'm not here to discuss them. I am here to discuss issues that facing Trinidad and Tobago. I'm here to tell the population this is an election.
Portia
Simpson Miller, when she first came in as I elected her. I elected by the people, right? And I went through different parts of Jamaica. I went to Royal St. Catherine, when it had the Rasta guy who was the first member of parliament for them. Well, no matter. He came and he lost now to the ruling prime minister, who is now his wife, when come and win the seat election going there. So I just want to tell you people, I go all over. I went to Barbados election when they had this when this woman win Motley. Right, Maya Motley, and I just go to other Caribbean countries and operate how the election is conducted, and I see what was taking place in Guyana. But it's not for me to decide, it is for the people of Guyana and for the Guyana Election Commission to decide the outcome of that election. And where they say it was rigged by massive fraud, over 6,000 complaints, 90,000 irregularities in voters, dead people voting, just as how people who represent dead people in court here, and a judgment was passed on them. Trinidad and Tobago, we don't want to have a Guyana situation in here. We don't want to have how the Congress in India operate, where they take people who questionable characters and put them as congressmen and MPs and mayor and all these different things. We do not want this here. We want the way how we continue voting and having our election fair and free from any involvement from outside sources and all these different things. I see a group of the United National Congress went and met with the EBC. I want to ask the question, why they went and met with the EBC now? They didn't met with the EBC when it was Cambridge Analytica, right? When people, they didn't meet with them, they now go in and meet with the EBC and listen to the questions they raise with the EBC. Yeah? They talk about voter pardon, they talk about fraud, they talk about coming to bring in outside observers, but in 2015 they didn't want outside
in 2010 they didn't want
that, right? They didn't know about the do so. You remember the do so? Who was the creative of the do so? Who was the people who was operating and working closely with them? So everything in this country unethical, we see it clearly where it comes to the UNC. And I'm telling people, I mixing no waters, I not powdering up no dirty water and say throwing milk and putting some honey and sweeten it up. We have to call dirty water. And I'm telling you, Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not the right person to lead Trinidad and Tobago. When I could read a finding poll yesterday, and when it gave out of 5 persons they interview, they give thumbs up to the Prime Minister, the police service, and the way how they're operating and steering the economy. Then when they interview out of 10 persons, 7 persons out of the 10 said that Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not trustworthy. I didn't say that, It's a survey was done. Right? And they say that Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not trustworthy. So what the polls is telling you, the polls is leading up to just like this is what's going on in America right now with Trump. Every poll they take, right?
Yeah.
It's down the hill, slipping down the hill. And if here we have a polls taking place right now in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're telling us that Kamla Persad-Bissessar is not trustworthy, the only people don't want to believe the polls and saying this is a thing they pay to do that. Everything for them, they pay somebody to do this, they pay somebody to say that, they pay somebody to, and they don't want to face facts. Facts is reality. I read this morning an editorial by Rafik Shah. Right? And you know what they will cost Rashid too. Sharon, it's time we tell the population as it is.
Let us go now as you start the ball rolling, you open the pot.
I open the button.
You open the pot and the pepper start to burst before we could even flavor the pot. But cops probe former sports minister over 400 million live sport. Former sports minister Anil Roberts said he has nothing to hide as police receive the probe of the controversial live sport program. And that is which he created in 2012 under the People's Partnership PP administration. Senior police sources told Sunday Newsday that Roberts is being investigated for his involvement in the program, which lasted 2 years and cost taxpayers some 400 million and has been blamed for a rash of murders by criminal gangs. In a telephone interview last Wednesday, Robert laughed when asked for comments on his being investigated. Tell them investigate me from now until 2058. They will not find anything more than Anil Roberts is a Trinbagonian, a Douglas, and a supporter of Kamla Persad-Bissessar. Roberts added that his name was never mentioned in an audit into the program that led it to being scrapped. But why it was scrapped?
The reason why this was scrapped, if people can remember when the first report was handed over to the Prime Minister, people must not forget she went into the Parliament and read all the report.
But before the report was read, what did the Commissioner of Police today say?
Before the report was read,
remember, he had an issue with live sport and he spoke out against it.
He brought it to the cabinet, right? Also, I remember former Minister of Public Administration, Caroline Sipasadishan, brought to the cabinet the express report, right, in concerning live sports and the involvement of questionable characters, and then we start to see what people being get killed over the same live sport issue, and then after the former Minister of National Security, the former Minister of Sports, not sports, national security, he raised the where he said that how we using live sports money to fend, to hire, to supply gangs and guns.
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on. He said he could be investigated up, down, left, right, but nothing up towards will be found against him. He also called on the police to investigate other politicians, specifically those in the PNM as well. The live sport program, which was Roberts' brainchild, was found to be fraught with corruption and was shut down by Prime Minister at the time, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, in July 2014, 2 years after it began, after an audit by the Ministry of Finance. Police sources said the White Collar Crimes Unit is investigating the former Olympic swimming coach and Dabadi Omera MP, that's the former, the Fraud Squad, Finance Intelligence Bureau, and Anti-Corruption Investigations Bureau are also part of the investigation. Roberts himself is yet to be interviewed. The investigation, Sunday newspaper or Newsdays was told, began sometime in 2019. Police sources said that the case is multi-pronged and focuses on Roberts' involvement in live sports only. Sunday Newsday contacted Police Commissioner Gary Griffith, who was National Security Minister in the PP government at the time, and was told the matter is engaging the attention of the police, but he is not at liberty to say anything further. During an interview with Tony Fraser on Power 102 FM in 2017, Griffith said he was the person who alerted, you remember, I told you that, alerted his cabinet colleagues to allegations of impropriety in the program, which led to a government-ordered audit. Griffith said then that based on his investigation at the time, Roberts had done no wrong. Rumors of Roberts being tipped to fight for the Tunapuna parliamentary seat in the 2020 general elections campaign were dismissed by both him and party insiders. Roberts, who left the Congress of the People to join the United National Congress, however, said last week he is available to serve in any capacity that he is called to be by the political leader. But if the Commissioner of Police calling you, you could go to it too. You don't just put yourself just by one place for politics. If the police call you to talk to you, go there too. The end of live sport. On July 25th, 2014, Persad-Bissessar announced the termination of live sport in Parliament. She said the findings of the audit team included procurement breaches, a deviation from the mandates of cabinet, involvement in criminal activities, fraud by suppliers, you hear what I'm telling you? Theft of equipment, breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act, and poor control and monitoring by the Sports Ministry. I wouldn't forget. I ain't calling no name. I was asked to find a kitchen. You know anybody with a kitchen? So they could file for, they could, how you call it?
Submit invoices.
Submit invoices for food that was cooked
Supplied.
or so on. I said, not me. Don't ask me nothing about that. I don't want no part of that. Roberts subsequently resigned from the cabinet and as Dabadi Omera MP on July 31st, 2014. But what was the reason for resigning from the seat of W. O'Meara, if they ask you to resign from the cabinet, to come out of the cabinet, why W. O'Meara? Is it that you were upset and vexed that they asked you to resign from the ministry?
I think it was the report.
Just asking.
It was the
but
report.
The report didn't say that he have to resign from the constituents of W. O'Meara. And here again, he's saying to us, he want to put himself up if these call, if they need him. You walk away. And I'm not afraid to say it. You walk away in 2014 and you want to come back in 2020. And it's the same thing like Lee Hunt. You resign from the cabinet and you want to come back now as an MP to not go through back the same cabinet. Now we have to be crazy. I say it. And I could say so. Because I'm independent when I'm ready to talk. Addressing Parliament, Prasad Bisesa said, any person or group who seeks to subvert the law and the public benefit will pay the full price of the law. This program was conceptualized and formulated as part of a comprehensive program to try to roll back the tide against criminals and criminality in our country. I remember the Prime Minister now was the opposition leader telling us about, remember all the stubs from the check stubs was found in the dump? You remember that? You remember people coming, hiding their face and changing their voice to tell you how they was collecting checks for doing nothing. People, I am just saying what I see and nobody can get vexed with me. She added, and this is where I must express my personal deep disappointment and dismay, that a program that was intended to save lives, to build lives, was used by a group of people to fraud and for personal gains. This group of people who derailed the good intention of the program have, in effect, given their support to criminality. In some cases, rather than to our young people. For these reasons and because of the very serious breaches found, the livestock program will be immediately terminated. Is not the PNM terminated? Is he then People's Partnership Government led by Kamala Prasad Bisesa? Is she went in Parliament and terminated? All that I'm reading, there's her words. All of that. In October 2016, High Court Judge Mira Dean Amora squashed the report of the Ministry of Finance Central Audit Committee into live sports. The report was ordered by Prasad Bisesa. The 54-page report concluded that there was poor monitoring and control of the program by the Sports Ministry, and there might have been breaches of the Proceeds of Crime Act. Police information suggested criminal elements may have surprised and coordinated. Let me say that again. Police information suggested criminal elements may have supervised and coordinated live sports. In her judgment, Dean Amora said the report should be sent back to the audit team. When the report was ordered, the audit team was led by Finance Minister Larry Hawaii. By the time the judgment was delivered, Finance Minister Colm Imbert had inherited the leadership of the team. Dean Amora ruled that the right to natural justice was infringed and the auditors failed to inform the Sports Ministry officials named in the report. After the judgment, Prasad Bisesa at a political rally said the ruling cleared the way for Roberts to return to the UNC frontline. It never did. She, in her own judgment, is who's tried to distort the whole process. So don't come and lie to the population. And Roberts also claimed vindication that then and was later seen at UNC public rallies. After the ruling, Attorney General Faris Alwari said nothing had changed, and while the audit was deemed null and void, there was nothing in the judgment that blocked any criminal probes. One of the beneficiaries of live sport, educator Adolphus Daniel, the man say he ain't do nothing wrong. Was it 36 or 34 million dollars he got?
34 million.
And he said that the government at the time is who breached the contract. So he have no money to pay back.
I remember he did not supply a blackboard.
A blackboard, not even a piece of chalk.
And not even have employed a staff to go and teach these trainees.
And these people are allowed to go
teach these trainees. And then after they want to talk about who government was, who government bad. Huh? Here it is, a man get $34 million
for doing nothing.
To teach trainees in live sport. They say the program is such a, who was supervising, what's his name, Daniel? Right? Who was supervising him? So he just walked into the ministry. A check was prepared in what? In his name or his company name?
Well, wait.
You had to ask that question. Who the check was prepared for? In his name or the company name?
But had to listen, right? Wait. So we going back. So the 34 million for teaching, he did not do because the program was scrapped earlier than planned. But if the program was scrapped earlier than planned, how we get the whole 34 million?
34 million was paid.
Before the program even got somewhere.
And it was paid, from what I understand, it was paid in 2 installments. First he received 17 million, and then he went back. And when they asked, I remember, Trinidad and Tobago almost go back and think and let your collective bring you back to your memory. I remember, right, the same sports minister said, right, that the money had to pay because it was a contract bind by the sports ministry or the sports company to Mr. Daniel.
But who
and the money had
was
to pay.
The project manager on that? Is that
That actually was the board of directors in the sports company.
No, the board of
Who was the board of directors in the sports company?
Listen to me. We could go down that line, you know.
Yes.
But if the board of directors was
because the money was coming from the sports company.
But if they were, how you call it? What is the word I want to use? Instructed to do XYZ.
Yeah, and by who? Who was the directors? The sports, the permanent secretary then was Mr. Creed, right? He was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Sports, and then we had other people who was employed in the Price. Mr. Price is one of the coordinators in the Ministry of Law. We also know a director of sports, Ruth Monroe, had to run from the country. She seek protection from Mr. Jack Warner, because I remember Mr. Jack Warner went to the parliament, and then he was member of parliament for Shogunas West and raised the red flag, right, that he right now is protecting. And then after that she flee the country. You must also remember that she bodyguard was murdered also. So continue reading. We have to educate the population and let the population know what took place under her watch as Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. The head of cabinet, the chairman of cabinet, the chairman of the National Security Council. This is Kamla Prasad Bisesa.
Where am I? Right. So, the ads are coming up. So, one of the beneficiaries of live sport, educator Adolphus Daniel, who received the 34 million for teaching, he did not do because the program was scrapped earlier than planned, called for a public inquiry into live sport in December last year. Well, Daniel called for the inquiry while maintaining that he will not be returning the fees paid to him. Daniel said then in a media release, the greater good of live sport was buried under the creed of just a few. The truth is there where concerned professionals who were working in the live sport program with and without pay and were devoted and fully committed to country. The country needs to know the truth about live sport and the roles of the various players, including myself, well, whoever it is. Therefore, let those in public office who say they care and who continue to demonize live sport at every opportunity call a public inquiry. Call it now, I have time, and let the chips fall where they may. Findings of the audit. It's plenty to read in all, yeah? Get all your popcorn and cokes. The audit into live sport found some participants were not interested but registered just to collect the monthly stipend and daily meals. There were names submitted beyond the stipulated number and each person was paid. Participants were not the full beneficiary of the stipend, especially in the areas where gang violence was rampant, and they were made to pay part of their allowances to gang leaders. All you, we coming back. I tell all you, and all you want to watch this government and say they're not performing to put back that government. We have to be mad. Like the 5-day weekend. I was advised. We'll be back.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our shows.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
This is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
Technology just went a step further with Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. Looking for something new? This app is going to resolve all that for you. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload their content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy app is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So, any user that downloads this app sees all participating restaurants, hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website, www.globalgalaxy.com, and register on the website. And you would have an admin section where you would be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed so that you would know exactly where you would like to go and how many people are there. Download the app today. Global Galaxy app available for both Android and iOS devices.
Every child is incredibly intelligent. Parents, reach higher. Be stronger. Join Olive Reyes Clark, producer of the IBG line of educational products, right here every Thursday morning at 11:15. Get the genius out of the children. Hear how you can work with the IBG phonic program and see your children learn at least 200 times faster. Remember, IBG guarantees rapid progress for champions to turn this nation around. It's right here on 91.9 FM every Thursday morning at 11:50. For more info, call 336-3896 or 725-READ.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at O'Neill Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Talk your talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
So Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. And I'll go back to the top of findings of the audit. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. So I'm going back to the findings of the audit. The audit into live sport found some participants were not interested, but registered just to collect the monthly stipend and daily meals. There were names submitted beyond the stipulated number, and each person was paid. Participants were not the full beneficiary of the stipends, especially in areas where gang violence was rampant, and they were made to pay part of their allowances to gang leaders. Some participants were forced to join the program. Some returned to a life of crime at the end of the program if they were not successful in obtaining sustainable employment. The report also highlighted that the people found some of the coordinators were questionable characters and believed the program was fueling criminal behavior. The report was sent to the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, the Commissioner of Police, the Integrity Commission, and the Head of the Public Service. What was Live Sport? Live Sport was a social program geared at performing youths in high-risk communities. It started with a budget of $6,647,000 in 2012. That's what it started with. Each attendee was paid $1,500 a month, along with a daily meal allowance of $75. The allowance was not paid to the trainee, but given to contractors who supplied meals. The program was planned to operate in 33 centers with 60 people in each center. Coordinators of the program were paid an allowance of $30,000. Hello? $30,000. They were paid what? A year, a month, or what?
But that had to be a year.
So that is for 6 teams. So that is 60 people. Is it 10 person on a team? Or
the allowance is paid $1,500 per
stipend.
So you have to find out how much team.
It's 60 persons.
So that person,
in 33 centers with 60 persons in each center.
Yeah, that will be a month.
So in other words, they were paid like $5,000 a team.
Yeah.
When the ills of the program became known, it was removed from the purview of the Ministry of Sports and placed under Griffith, then Minister of National Security. By 2040, the cost of the program had skyrocketed to some $267 million. And today you have these people on the airways talking about Douglas politics and ranting and raving. And up to now, we were not told. Now they're going to Parliament and they're asking all kind of questions about how much money was spent and how much money was spent on pandemic and this and that and the other. But you know, I never one day heard any one of them ask, how did the $267 million, how was it spent on live sport? They have not said to us, the $34 million man, what was the whole issue behind that? The man come and say he was supposed to be given equipment and so on to work with that. I thought out of the $34 million, he had to bring in everything. I thought that was part of the discussion. I didn't know. We heard something else. So Trinidad and Tobago, I want to say to you, while according to Wendell, this is a serious This is serious business. This has to do with our lives in this country. And let me tell you, you know, you was there, you saw the behavior of some of these ministers from 2010 to 2015. I wonder if any one of our ministers can go into a ministry like finance and think and carry on, and then the Prime Minister will take up his phone and say, give him the money, give her the money. We will deal with that after. You ever hear Dr. Rowley behave like that? You ever hear any one of the ministers in this government from 2015 to 2020 behave like that? And let me tell you something that I know. If they make that mistake and do that, you have to account to me why you behaving in that way and why you so want this money. What is the reason? You have to account for what you have. You have to manage your ministry. Unlike some of the PSs that... Let me hush my mouth. Let me don't say what I really want to say. Let me don't say what I really want to say because I will get in trouble. They might send a letter now for my mouth. But I want to tell them too, in some of the ministries, there are some of the PSs they're trying to squeeze and stifle the function of the ministers and them. But you know we didn't have that from 2010 to 2015, eh? Everything was happening. Sharon, you get yourself in trouble this morning, you know. You ain't come yet for that. You know, it has some people right or wrong, they don't like me to talk. And far away too. And we have to be careful what we're doing. And let me tell you something. We still in a crisis. We still in a virus. I saying it's a crisis. I saying to me. Because it has stopped the way we used to do things in the world. So we have to do things according to the rules and regulations. Now we have to listen plenty. And you know, I could say, I might put a little laughter in it. For some of these men who didn't like to stay home and the women who didn't like to stay home, they're running helter-skelter all over the place. They're going by this one, that one, the other one. They want to go to every fete when the weekend come. They can't do that. You have to be careful now how you do things. A lot of homes now get back family feelings. Mommy and daddy home with the children. We talking, we laughing and playing games, we doing everything together now. Because we don't know what it have out there. So you have to do everything according. But I want to tell you, be careful. Because with all the change they want to make, all the changes they want to change and pass the baton and do this and do that, watch the changes they're making. The people that they're putting on still coming with their rhetoric and still coming with the fake news. Let me just tell Trinidad as I on this, before we go back to the live spot as I on this. I want to ask all you a question this morning. We in the virus stage. We're not out of it, you know. We have to continue praying and asking God to keep us at the level we at. Elections have to call, it will call, right? Screening going on, parties screening the candidates. Look, yesterday we had 12 nominees for one area, right? We in that atmosphere. So, my member of parliament, who is the man in charge of the order to sign everything and make sure things in order, doing his little walkabouts. You know, a car walk with more than, I think, is 5 or how much. But you can have people in cars. So they will put a little mask and a sanitizer in your mailbox if you're not there. Or they'll give you that. And it's a way to tell you, while whatever you're doing, stay safe. You know, the UNC have a problem with that. And I seen a man like this one who was to went up for someone. His name is Safraz Ali, who supposed to be working in the Sandy Grande Hospital, who's supposed to know this is important. Put up on the Facebook and have people trying to bash the member of parliament for St. Joseph. I want to ask this question this morning. What is wrong with you putting a sanitizer and a mask? What is wrong with that? That says to you, stay safe. In other words, if you vote Terence Dial Singh, you will stay safe. I'll make sure that you stay safe. We saw that. He has performed for this country, Trinidad and Tobago. He has given human service to us. What is the problem with that, Wendell? Before we go back to live sport.
But I don't understand why they making a big issue of this. Like they forget, like when they're campaigning too, they give out cups with the MP, the candidate name, and it marked UNC. What the cup is for? Not only for them to drink tea.
I want to
and they give them glasses, they give them books, they give them bags, and it marked UNC. So what is the difference?
Wait, hold on. In the ministry administration, the public administration, they had sealant, it's alleged, and a particular area where houses are full with a set of thing, public administration. It had cup, it had container.
Like,
you hear what I'm telling you? It had thermos. It had bags. It had paper clip with the, what you call it, them little things put on your desk. It was left there to rot.
And what if it realize, Sharon, a candidate...
And it's your girl, eh?
Yeah, a candidate could do anything to sell and promote themselves, as long as they ain't taking any money from taxpayers' money to buy these things, right? Or it is coming from the Ministry of Health.
They say, they want to say that the ministry money paying for that, but we want to tell them.
They forget it had an election in 2015.
I don't understand.
And in 2015, it have a lot of cups was given out with the Prime Minister, every constituency, and
before that,
promoting and saying. So I don't understand. I don't understand the issue.
When they went up on the hills, when they went up in the hills with the same, you remember they had this thing with the $69. She was giving out teacup with your face on it.
So you see that they fail to realize that listen, people do also, and even when you watch the campaign in America, how they operate too, you see with the candidate face, they give out this, they give
marketing strategy.
So when they talk about this sanitizer, so wrong if you give sanitizer and you say this is Terence Dial Singh, or for the take, or even when I go up for my constituency and I say I get a picture with me, we don't want to Wendell ever see and going up for the constituency somewhere in the east. So what I would say, you have to understand these things. These are the campaign strategy.
I just come out on Facebook watching here and see the Shogunas. He saw one of them Shogunas candidate. She have a little, I don't know if it's cream or same sanitizer, but you know they ain't bashing she.
So that way you understand. That's why you see that they forget they had a campaign in 2015 and they forget about the mugs. They forget about the 50th anniversary too, with the mugs, right? So what is the big problem in that?
And who copybooks,
right?
Copybooks,
and the rulers and the book bags and the school supplies. Right? Who name it was under? Who bag it? What was the color of the bag? So you see, these kind of pettiness. What they want to do right now, the country don't want to hear about these things. The country want to know what people will offer to stabilize the economy. We know we're in a pandemic, COVID-19 period. We know that people talking about a second wave could be worse than the first wave. Right? We have to know how to save life. How we're going to continue managing the affairs of the economy. Right? And I saying that this is something where you have to stand up and put country first. So when we have people running to parliament and calling sanction on their very own country, they must understand what is the meaning of sanction. What is the meaning of sanction? But I want the population to try and be sanction Kamala Persad versus Rodney Charles for 2020 general election. We have to sanction them. The population have to say, we just as all they want the American government to sanction we we're going to sanction you all by not voting for you all come 2020. Whenever election is called. So I'm calling on the population of Trinidad and Tobago. It's time that we sanction Kamla Persad-Visesa and Rodney Charles. So and how are we going to sanction them? We are not going to report them to the ambassador, to the American ambassador on Mali Street, and we are not going to send a letter to the Secretary of State, Pompeo in United States, or we're not going to have our Minister of Foreign Affairs call Donald Trump and say we are going to sanction them by not voting for them. Right? This is the sanction that we are going to do on 2020 general election. So Trinidad and Tobago, make sure, spread the message from today. They want to sanction us. Everybody see that we get hurt in this country. But we are going to show them how we're going to hurt them and sanction them. 2020 election call 2020 general election. So who are we going to sanction? Kamla Persad-Visesa. They don't sanction out Rodney Charles because he ain't getting no seat. Right? But we still have to sanction them because he will still be going on platform and talk all kind of all of a sudden he talk about he's a native.
A native of what?
He talk about he's a native in America, his parents and all this different thing. And they are patriotic. So God say are patriotic to America, not patriotic to Trinidad and Tobago. So what we are going to do, on 2020 general election, we are going to sanction Kamla Persad-Visesa and we are going to sanction
and the whole UNC.
So all I heard on what is the program? Sunday?
Cooking with Sharon and Wendy.
Right, so we're going to do what? Sanction who? Kamla Persad-Visesa, and don't forget Rodney Charles, 2020.
Listen, I had to put in that. But I know, while I want to, Kim on the line, I want to hear Kim.
But we have to sanction them. This is serious talk. So this is what we're going with now. So every time they call your program, Cooking with Sharon on Monday, who we are going to sanction? Kamla Persad-Visesa, no?
That is the password.
Right. Sanction them 2020 general election. They like sanction, so we'll show them what we'll sanction them when we go to the polls.
So guys, I was going to bring on Kim, but it's 3 minutes to the ads. I whatever could bring her. Kim, you there? Kim?
Morning, Sharon. Morning, Wendell.
Good morning.
Good morning to you listening.
Who are we sanctioning?
Who we sanctioning?
We sanctioned Kamla Persad-Visesa. We sanctioned the UNC.
And
we sanctioned Rodney Charles. And worse yet, all you're seeing, we ain't getting no safe seat. African people in the party ain't getting no safe seat. Kamla afraid to announce the candidates for the safe seats. I've been sitting quietly for the last 3 months, waiting patiently. Last thing I hear, Jerlyn John asking for a safe seat. It is alleged. But we're going to stick up in that, and we're going to come back to that when that time reach. I want to touch on Anil Roberts.
No, we had 2 minutes.
It has been brought to my...
Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. No, I'm just telling you the ads coming up so we could cut you and bring you back. Right.
We go call back and say Anil Roberts. In 2018, going into 2019, it was rumored. I take a little backseat from the politics. It was rumored that Brent Sancho was the candidate for Tunapuna for the UNC. I found Brent and I said to Brent, you are not welcome in Tunapuna. That UNC brand of politics, it is not going to be accepted in Tunapuna. Now I come and I see they bring a man, one pull two, one, I don't know, Anil Roberts, allegedly to be the candidate for Tunapuna. Anil Roberts, you're going to see me, you're going to hear me very soon. You are not welcome in Tunapuna. That brand of gangster politics that the UNC pushes and continuously exacerbates when they are in government. Tunapuna is too fragile of a constituency, especially when it comes to gang violence. These people to lay root your constituency. I listened to your discussion with Live Sport this morning. What he coming there to do? Bring that sport? No, we don't want Anil Robertson Tunapuna. I heard some naked fella come. We don't want he neither. Tunapuna
but
is
Naked
CNN.
was trying to get into St. Joseph business and he go on Tunapuna now.
I see Papa Lapsis on TTV and himself all up in La Hockett. Paro, they could do what they want, they could say what they want. Dr. Rowley, you could put a pound of salt in Tunapuna. We voted for high blood pressure, and it's that. I will call back.
Call me back, right? We're going to the ads all. Don't shift your dial. We'll be back.
Let's talk on the street.
The official station that defends the nation.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
We are in this together at Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darrell's Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and 1 side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab and go meal, $20. Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Wondering what's for lunch or dinner? Jenny's on the Boulevard has lots of specials for you from May 11th to May 23rd. Enjoy 10% discount for groups of 5 orders or more and pickup orders of $500 or more. 10% off with valid ID, police, army, and other emergency services. 20% off all government ministry orders. 30% off desserts. Grab and go mini assorted desserts, $60. 30% off beers and fruit drinks. Free delivery on orders over $300. 10% discount for orders over $500. Free delivery plus 10% discount for orders over $1,000. Choose from our famous Chinese-style express buffet, the American menu, burgers, ribs, and more. Italian menu, pasta, and more. Opening daily between the hours of 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call us today at 625-1807, 395-3757, or 488-8800. Takeout, curbside pickup, or delivery available. Jenny's on the Boulevard for all your Chinese, American, and Italian needs.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Church radio will never be the same again. Join the Church of the Firstborn Assembly with Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays and from 9 p.m. to midnight on Wednesdays right here on the Street 919 FM. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. First Citizens Bank account number 795222. For more information, call 753-1113. Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Log on to the church's website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Come talk with us. Famous News, Hard Talk, Real Talk on the Street, 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. So I just deviate a little bit from the live sport to tell you about this issue they're making of the sanitizer and the mask. We were told to wear mask, and we were told to sanitize our hands and properly and sanitize our surroundings properly. Maybe we had to put some disinfectant in a bottle and tell them when the other parties pass to sprinkle it. So Wendell, going back to the issue of the live sport and going back to the behavior, as we continue to talk to you, the population, and come here on a Sunday, on a Monday to Friday, whichever day is possible, we're talking. I want to continue to say to our listening audience, far and wide, you better be careful when these people come to talk to you. You must ask them what were their stance and what was their input on the virus at this time. Nothing punching and lime, rum, and what's the next thing? Glorious, well, others can't pronounce it good. I want to take, but Trump singing the same song. But when they test Trump, the doctor say he never take that, but he telling all you, go and take it.
The Clorox.
I never see more. I want to open the lines for you, the listeners, this morning. I want to hear what you have to say. After all that I read this morning and all that we've been hearing about the live sport issue and all of this, now we're hearing cops probe former sports minister over 400 million live sport. And this man have the look, what I want to say to him so friendly to the radio, so I have to be careful to curb my tongue. You want to come back here to do what, according to Kim? To bring dead sport on us? You find the virus not good enough, and you find the government have the virus under control? These people crazy, you know. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning to my sister.
Morning.
And good morning to my brother Wendell.
Good morning.
After God, everything is well, man. And I learned in this life that I ask God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And people like Kamala, them cannot drive me. They cannot drive me because I know that they're educated fools. Because if you had 29 seats in a government and you come out and you lose for that government, which means you are not fit to run the country. The people show you that. But you're still fighting a losing battle. With the representative, the Minister of Health, Dr. Dayal Singh, Mr. Dayal Singh.
Don't get Ian.
Okay, Mr. Dayal Singh, I make a mistake there.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, but with him doing what it is he's doing, continue doing what he doing. Long as you're doing the right thing, people must talk, you know. If you're doing the wrong thing, they don't talk, you know. Like the $400 million in life sport, nobody talking about that, you know. $400 million in the water treatment plant, they're not talking about that. So you see, as long as you're doing the right thing, they'll talk because they don't want you to do the right thing. You understand? So let them continue doing the right thing. And we are not picking up rubbish because the end of the African in this country who does trouble me. Because they see what Kamala did to African people in that party. And the African people going to sit down in there. They could as well go in America and see what the police did to the man on the ground there. They could afford to take that. Because it's not far from that with Kamala and them, you know. When they lock up 9,000 African people, if they had the chance to do like what the police did there, you think they wouldn't have done it? If they had the authority to do it? So we have to be careful that these people, they are just trying to take them as window dressing. I tell people already, check the word UNC. When they have the panchai, you see the letter N? Look how they decorated letter N. And all of them there is one. When they say, you see letter N, we decorate that. That is what we have to concentrate on. Cambridge Analytica, concentrate on the letter N. Let us keep there on the letter N. God, the Spirit of God, who lead me. And they could never outsmart me. I serve the true and living God. When you put the breath into my body, you know me walking, talking, here to talk to, and they show me everything. That's what they're going after, you know. That's what the full Jolene and all that. So we'll feel that they are with me. If God forbid, dedicating power. You see what take place with Jolene and them. Because she have no money like Jack Warner. And look at this Jack Warner. Jolene and them only fooling themselves. They're educated fools, let us call them. They're uneducated fools, and they have educated fools. Have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, caller. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon.
Yes, slow down your radio.
Yes, Sharon. Yeah. This letter 4, it has a meaning with the UNASI. Because if it's 34 million one way, 400 million one way for sports, 400 million for water treatment plant, and everything is 4. I taking a cue from that for tomorrow, 4 is dead man.
Oh God.
So they're dead. Tomorrow is 4. The way number 4. When you check on it, 34 million one way, 400 million the other way, 400 million in water treatment plant. Another 400, we don't know about 4 billion and all these sort of things. So they like the number 4. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Aye. People observing, People are not stupid. Call us on 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391, or 718-874-3860. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Sharon.
Lower your radio, please.
Eh?
Lower your radio, please.
Away from the radio. I know how you get the feedback.
Go ahead.
Yeah. A sanction in the UNC. These people were never about country. Never, ever about country. They already gone with taxpayers' money. And they want to come back for another 5 years to do what? They have no plan. They never had a plan. What next? And the few racial that they have in their party, we have to deal with these people. Don't forget all we have to live here. It have no mother India, no mother Africa. This is Trinidad and Tobago. I find we tolerating these people too long. It's time we vote them out entirely. Lockdown as usual. You have a safe and blessed day. I'm gone.
Thank you very much. Ah, boy. Yes, Kim. Go ahead. Kim, you there?
Yes, hello?
Yeah. Jenny?
Yeah.
Yes, Sharon, I hear.
All right. Just now, Kim. Hold on. Let me take Jenny first. Go ahead, Jenny.
No, I just want to say, Ms. Felix, that people, the idea of live sport, the intent was a good one. So lives were lost. We heard about the amount of expenditure. We heard about the Daniel man. We heard so many things. We have seen the disrespect of Arnold Roberts. Even in the ministry, he was disrespectful to workers. Right? His behavior. We have seen how he behaved. And I'm asking myself, up to now, Ministry of Sport and Industry has not recovered. People want Service Commission statement our ministry. They just ask if they could go somewhere else. They doesn't want to come and be associated. Our ministry, the standard dropped. It had dropped terribly. There was I don't know if it's still happening there, but there's a whole cabinet file there with invoices and stuff from Life Sport that certain PSs not touching that because they know nothing about it and they don't want to get involved in that. I said about invoices and all that. Those are factual things. Those are not things that happen by chance and all that. The PS in a ministry is their accounting officer. Nothing can get past them without their permission because they have to sign off on it.
Tell them again for me, please.
Yeah, the permanent secretary is the accounting officer of any ministry. The minister role and function there is to bring policies from cabinet, say to be implemented within the ministry. And working along with the minister, once it's feasible, the permanent secretary find ways to make it happen. The minister does not run the ministry. The minister is in charge. They have their own staff, contracted staff. The permanent secretary is in who is in charge of all the workers, all the departments and everything to do. If you notice, when they go in for JSC, you don't see the minister sitting on to answer no question. It's always the permanent secretary and the head of the department who are there to answer question. So anything that happens in the ministry, this is me saying that, anything that goes on in the ministry, I will always hold the permanent secretary accountable, because some of them don't know their job. Some of them get into seniority, and some of them only they running up and down behind minister, like if they want to be minister too, and leaving the ministry to certain heads of department just to run things how they could and how they whatever it is. People need to know the role and function. So you see me, there are some permanent secretaries who listen to me. They're straight as a pin and a run. If you want to work with me, you could send my next ministry. They stand their ground. There are some of them, they like the shifting when we saw what happened in 2010. I don't know what happened to permanent secretaries from 2010 at all. I really can't understand it. But things started to go haywire, and the UNC was able to control the ministry through the minister instead of the other way around. And I don't, Ms. Felix, let me tell you something, it's a disgrace what UNC did when they came in 2010. I would say them worse. I'm so sorry to say that. Them worse than the COVID-19, because at least we understand what to do to sanitize we hands, social distancing. But you see them, as you all say, sanction on them. And when it come time for election, go out and vote is only for the PNM. Otherwise, it will be worse than the Corona-19. That virus, them will be that they come back into office. I go and say, look, it's a tragedy. Something could have been so beautiful with 29 seats. They let it come out their hands, and look what they do, and now you want to come back to. Look, Mr. Look, before I start a cuss Sunday morning, people must.
All right, okay, don't at all engage in that. Don't do that. Kim? Oh God, I want them to cuss. Don't cuss. Because I will get it, not only. Kim, go ahead.
Yes, Sharon. Good morning again. Wendell.
Good morning.
Wendell.
Yes.
Wendell ready?
Hello?
He right now, he there, he telling you hello.
Hello?
Wendell. I know the name of the show is Kalalu and Palau and the pot, but Wendell, when you wasn't watching, fell to scorpion pepper in the pot.
I see that. Yes, you are trying to take it out.
Yes. Now, I was reading, and I listening to your callers making mention of the Cambridge Analytica and all these kinds of things, right? Now, I want to touch very shortly. I was reading an article this morning by Selwyn Kojo, and I don't know if the people or the PNM's base, I don't know if we are realizing that all of these so-called failed black leaders and African leaders, they are now against Dr. Rowley. For what reason, I do not know, I do not understand, I cannot understand. I looking at Selwyn Kojo. Every Monday morning, he pong in Dr. Rowley, he pong in the PNM. Now, mind you, this is the same Selwyn Kojo in 2011 had an interview with Sat Miraj, and he was complaining about the fact that when the People's Partnership was in government, 17 of the big money ministries were held by East Indians. This man also went on to say that Sat big in the dance because Sat lawyer is the Attorney General. These are not my words. These are his words. So for him to come a few years later to condemn the PNM and suddenly find faith in the UNC, it confuses me. And let me explain, let me tell you why. This is not a people's partnership. We've going into 2020. Kamala said she's fighting alone, and we have seen that this is a full-fledged UNC party. There is no buffer. There is no COP. There is no MSJ. There is nothing. It is straight UNC. And Wendell, you are, and you have been a representative of the COP. I think it is time for the Congress of the People to come clean with the citizens of this country and admit that they made a very grave error as it relates to the allocation of seats. The COP was not politically astute back in 2010. The same mistake the COP made is the same mistake Jolene John has made with the One Corridor movement. Again, this is UNC. So all the seats, the UNC are going to have a clear majority if we play mad and not come out and vote. You understand where I'm coming from? Back in 2010, the COP had, I believe it was 8 seats, and the UNC had a clear 21. So no matter if the COP didn't agree with certain decisions, they had no power in the government, even though they had 8 seats, because the UNC had a maximum of 21 seats. And this is why I have said over and over again, for the UNC or for Kamala, not Kamala, sorry, for Jolene John, I have been asking how come and why African people in the UNC are not getting safe seats. And the answer is very simple. The UNC, by design or default, they do not want African people to have a seat at the table, a seat in the parliament, a seat at the table of democracy. That is where it all matters. When you are a member of parliament, you have a voice. And in that party, African people have no voice. Look at Wade Mark. Could you tell me how Barry Paderat could get a safe seat over a long-standing founding member of the UNC like Wade Mark? Could you tell me?
Good observation, Kim. Look, good observation.
There is nobody, no black conscious person. I have said something very simple, you know. Kamala Persad-Bissessar put credible, conscious African people in UNC safe seat, and to date, she cannot do it. And I am backing her into a corner this morning. I'm telling you, you must put African people in UNC safe seat, because it is you who called for unity in January of 2019. It is you, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, who encouraged and who made a clarion call for African people to come in her party. Find yourself in leadership positions while you are there. These are your words that I am quoting. To date, all the positions of power from the constituency executive level, the secretaries are East Indians. The chairman of these constituency executives, all are East Indians. The treasurers are East Indians. The most important position in any organization is the chairman, the secretary, and the treasurer. One holding the secrets, one holding the money, one holding the information. And it cannot be a coincidence that all these positions are held by non-East Indians in the UNC. So as I have said, in 2019, Kamala fortified her base. She fortified the foundation of her party. All the councillors who got safe seats are East Indians. Even on the door movement, Jolene John is saying that she's for black people and she's pushing African candidates and she's pushing for African people. Tell me how it is you could be in charge of an entire East-West corridor and you did not ensure one candidate fought a safe seat and is sitting in council to represent their community. How you work that out all, and they cannot say that it is the incumbents that were reselected, because here it is you're having within the Tunapuna Piako Corporation in that seat where Paltu had crossed, Randall helped me, St. Helena seat. When Mr. Paltu had crossed the floor, the seat became vacant. They could have given an opportunity to an African candidate. You know who she put back there? A young East Indian teacher. So tell me, in what world I am going to stand idly and allow people like Selwyn Kojo, Jolene John, Anil Roberts, all of these so-called people, the Gats, the Kingsleys, the Aishas, with a no-vote campaign. When will I sit idly by and allow these people, these sellout Africans, these Afro-Saxons, to mislead and misrepresent our people? They are not good for the country. They are not good particularly for African people. I listened to that girl on the radio last week, Thursday or last week, Friday, lying
Kim,
Yes.
I want to tell you, you remember I'm cockroach and foul party. Don't call the people and them name on my program for me, please. I don't want any confusion in my space. I don't want any report in my space.
But Sharon, I just talk facts.
Well,
don't
I know you're
speak
talking your facts, but you have to remember,
right.
Kim, that the lady's a colleague here at the station, and I don't want anybody to say, because you know they will go and say that. They would not go and say what was said. They will go and say that I have people calling on the radio station to put them up onto this. So please don't call the people name on my program. I'm trying to stay away from the unnecessary.
I will call them on social media.
Well, you could do that because that is your social media. But here with me, I want to be very, very clear and concise, and I want to be professional. The other people just do it to me. I don't business. Let me do my program the right way. Don't call the people name on my program.
Okay, understood
please.
and respected.
Nice.
But they have this program called The Balance that claim to be pushing a balanced view. I heard the host last week lying and saying that she doesn't believe that when Kamala Persad-Bissessa's government was in power, they locked up 8,000 African youths. But these statistics were given by the when they gotta help me here.
But wait, how you mean
8,000?
The 8,000 African people that was locked up.
It's
9,000. And if I didn't remember, my memory had lost. David Mohammed and all reminded us of the figures. But what jail
That's right. These are, and this is what I'm saying to you. We're going back to the Cambridge Analytica, where they come pushing their no-vote campaigns, doing a great injustice to the African people and the African youths in the country, misleading them. They're telling African youths, don't vote. Poll, they vote. But they're not telling East Indian youths, don't vote, you know. They're telling them to come out and vote. Meanwhile, they're getting $500,000. They're going by people, they're going by financiers and party members and party executives on the other side and asking them for money to push these agendas. So you mean to tell me after we look at great African people like, Uriah Butler, one of my favorite freedom fighters who fought for us and who fought for us to be empowered. We're going to have to deal with these fools and they come in and selling out an entire community and selling out our children and our future generation for what? A few pieces of silver, a few pieces of UNC coin? You find that right, Sharon? Well, you find that right? That could never be right, and they have to be condemned. And in as much as I respect you, Sharon, I will not call any names on your program, but the time will come where I'm going to unleash on them because it is not right. Oh, what I am seeing from Dr. Rowley is somebody who has a clear vision and a clear plan for Trinidad and Tobago. The issue with the African communities that we believe that the PNM is a black party. I was made to understand that the PNM is a nationalist party. The PNM and the UNC are not the same. The PNM is a diverse party. I am very happy to be a member of the PNM now. Because
Kim, say that again for me, please. What you said, like somebody in the studio here.
The PNM is a true representation of what a diverse party is. And I am very happy to be a part and to be a member of the PNM moving forward. I rocking with Rowley. There is nothing Kamala and they could say on this East-West corridor that could prevent me from supporting the PNM or any of the PNM candidates on the East-West corridor. I am supporting the PNM based on principle. This lady coming and talking about agriculture and coming to fool African people again. When Patrick Manning was the Prime Minister with Caroni in 1970, when they closed down Caroni, it's the Caroni workers who got the lands. And they changed, the lands were supposed to be for agriculture. They converted it to residential and commercial lands and sold it. So when she come talking about bringing back sugar, where she going and get land from? What is this? Our next land grabbing situation again? They want to legally create policies to give out the wealth of the country to one group of people. And meanwhile, Dr. Rowley Dr. Rowley was invited to Ghana. He went down there with his agriculture specialist, Mr. Imbert, etc., had given the specifics in Parliament. They're laughing at Dr. Rowley and saying he went down there and he bring yam. When they made the announcement, look at the farmers who were complaining. When the market is flooded with yam from Ghana, what do you think going to happen with the prices? You see, African people are not paying attention to the big game, and I'm seeing an effort, a genuine effort by Dr. Rowley to level the playing field. I could talk all day and night. Look at Petrotrin. Look at sandals. They make Watson Duke and others fool them and run sandals. Look at the airport situation. You tell me, Sharon, if they was building us sandals in Caroni or down in Shogunas, you feel them would have protested?
You're mad? You're mad they want that?
I feel if they were. Look, when People's Partnership was in government, I think it was in 2011 or 2012, in Cuba, they wanted to build
an airport
down there. What's wrong with Tobagonians? Don't come and tell me nothing but Watson Duke. Watson Duke run sandals and then come back and say, don't worry, when he become prime minister, he going to bring them back.
So it's a button you could turn on and turn off.
You did an injustice to the people of Tobago. When you have major developments, automatically the properties around these developments, they appreciate in value.
So true.
This was an opportunity for Tobagonians to not get a little $100 in their pocket, but their property prices would have automatically doubled, tripled, or quadrupled. This is the creation of intergenerational wealth. But you know what they want? They want the here and the now. They don't understand long-term and big thinking. Miss Webster Roy in Roxborough, we get fire station. They get in hospital, I believe, police station, all sorts of development. What you're going and put Watson Duke there, the same man who going out and thing and don't even have respect for African people. You're going out there and you're referring to African people as niggers. Well, you remember that? The Duke of Abercrombie Street speaking about our people like that. When have you ever seen an East Indian representative refer to their own base and their own people as the C word? I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't disrespect your program nor your call us this Sunday morning. Wake up and smell the coffee. This airport project that they're building in Tobago, support it. It is for development, major development. But I want to give other people, the other callers, an opportunity to call and elaborate, Sharon. So
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kim. Trinidad and Tobago, she said a lot.
And when you listen to that, Sharon, you see why it is we have to sanction Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC come 2020 general election. And as we go by, I will tell the population what is sanction. And I will tell you why I said this morning, we are going to sanction Kamala Persad-Bissessar and the UNC.
Caller, good afternoon. Caller, good afternoon. Good morning, sorry.
Yeah, good morning, Sharon.
Yes, sir.
I call you from Tobago. And that lady who just made that point is very good. And I listen to you and you tell you to call no names. It's your program. But what I'm saying too, Sharon, we have to call them and bring out the facts. Because if they could report you, they could report anybody else. Before you have King Claire, they could call in all your names.
Caller, wait. Caller, hold on. I am not other persons. I operate in a different manner. We can curb our conversation. Let me tell you something. I have no crown on my head. I'm not a fortunate one. But as somebody says something on my program, it is be a big issue. And right now, I ain't had time for that. We have an election to win. So we could do things differently. So understand understand me. Understand me. I'm not stopping you from making a contribution. Don't call nobody name on my program. Let them call my name because when I'm ready to put a tail behind in court, I must have a good standing to do it.
All right. So
we go into the ads. Call me back.
Right. Oh God! After hold on so long, Sharon.
Hold on. Stay right there. And let me come back.
Hot.
Don't move. Stay right there. We go into the ads. Don't hang up.
They talk. You talk. Come talk with us. On the street, 919 FM. This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday right here on the street, 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Join Wayne Delamore on Wednesdays from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. right here on the street, 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
This is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
Come talk with us. Realest news, hard talk, real talk on the street, 919 FM.
Right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we're back, and as I promised, Tobago, I held him on the hotline. Tobago, you there?
All no.
Right.
All no, Sharon. You
Thank
listen,
you.
man, you're doing a disservice to Tobago. You have to give me half an hour at least.
All right, well,
give
hear
me
what?
something that we don't
Hear
go
what?
hold on so long.
All right, so here what I will do. We will map out the thing. We have 4 hours on a Sunday, so we'll give Tobago an hour.
Yeah, give me something.
Right. Good.
It's not just election time. Only give me something. Give me something every day. Give me something. Though we went to Tobago at trouble. Only run and talk about Tobago. Give me something too.
All right.
Because we cannot get through.
I stand to be corrected. My 2 hands up in the air and I'm begging for mercy.
Okay, yes, I support you, Tobago.
Yes. Here what happened. Friday, I was listening to the balance. Listening Dr. Winford James, which is his crazy narrative about Watson Duke winning. Watson Duke winning what? I will tell you all something. PNM taking the 2 seats with a landslide. So I called the balance program, and my response was, I say you UNC comrades, Winford James and a green donkey, you all will never see. No response, They laugh it out because that balance is a UNC balance. So they can't come and fool me at our balance. But I need a sober Prime Minister. Not when Marshall Montano he consulted Caribbean, you come on stage and fall down flat.
What?
No.
Caller.
What?
Caller, where you get that from? Where you get that from?
Miss Lady, Sharon, I am doom and gloom. I wish you one time in Skilla Park. Remember doom and gloom?
Yes, I remember doom and gloom.
Well, here what happened. Well, doom and gloom was there.
Okay.
Yeah? Doom and gloom was there. You come on the stage, fire for the helicopter, drop on stage, Marshall Montano in Caribbean, ask anybody, fall long flat on stage. I want a sober Prime Minister. So, regardless of all the nonsense we are going on, Watson Duke in next election, Watson Duke can win in a seat. Take what I tell you. We get fed up on that narrative. All right? But give we time to.
Okay, I will.
Right? We need to come in.
Sure.
All right?
Of course.
All keep going.
Thank you very much, caller. And I take note of that.
It's a doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom.
For long flat.
Oh, good.
So you see why it is we have to sanction them.
Yes.
And Sharon, I want to say this. I don't know if people study the word itself, sanction. And it implies on making official and legal agreement, either to punish or approve of something, a threatening penalty for disobeying a law or rule. Penalty applies by one or more countries against a target self-governing state, group, or individual due to political, military, or social economic issue. This is what they want for Trinidad and Tobago. We heard about the letter to Mary Street. We heard about the Rio Treaty. We still hearing about oil leaving from here, saying they're diverting it from Aruba, and it really target is for Venezuela. We heard the calls by the certain individuals who said, right, they should sanction Trinidad and Tobago. And when we have people want this on our country for no reason, when we have people want this to see that the people of Trinidad and Tobago suffer for no reason, what did we do to be sanctioned? What we did individuals to call sanction on the people of Trinidad and Tobago? Only listen to how they operate. 1 minute is not the country, it's individual. Next minute is not the individual, it's one person. Only understand how they operate. So when they want these things to happen to us, economic issues that we will be sanctioned on. So they want to see our children starve. They want to see that people in this country go through hard times, like certain countries where sanctions are being imposed, and we know what's going on. And there's some countries who will not be able to rally out a sanction, and you could know what could cause inside the country. It could have social disobedience in the country. And they want this for us. So here it is, Trinidad and Tobago. General election is approaching. It's time we, the people, sanction the UNC and Kamla Prasad. And how are we going to sanction them? When election day is called, and on the date of the election, we're going to dip our fingers and vote against them. Because we can't have somebody who calling today for Donald Trump to sanction us and want us to vote for them. But we are going to sanction them. So from now on, we must send the rallying call. We must make that call throughout Trinidad and Tobago that the people, the electorate, how much millions, I think it's about 1,100,000 something thousand people who registered to vote, that we are going to sanction Kamla Prasad Bisesa, what's the fella name? Rodney Charles, all who calling us for sanction, and also the members too, because the membership calling for the sanction, and what America will do. You remember they say, the opposition leaders say, what America will do? Well, they will take we visa. What America will do, we can't enter the country. What America will do, you remember those called by the opposition leader? Well, we want to tell the opposition leader what the electorate will do on when general election is called 2020.
But
we are going to sanction her.
Wait, you miss out something. What America will do, we will get worse than Venezuela.
Yes.
Worse than Cuba. You see what sanctions did to those countries?
Yes, cripple them. And still, understand what this individual want for this country. Why it is you could take what goes on in Parliament and run to Mary Street, run to the ambassador of America, and then do what? Drop a complaint, and then after, when they're satisfied, they talk about the Rio Treaty, they go and they make our Parliament a mockery. And you all listen to Rodney Charles when he speak in Parliament. Listen to him. Listen to this is the man and then who tapped the thumb of the desk in Parliament when President Trump recognized the opposition leader as president. She jumped on the bandwagon. And listen to me, the opposition leader in Venezuela never faced the polls where the people elect him. Where the people elect him. He was elected by the members of the assembly who vote for him to be the president of the assembly. Only understand that it's something completely different. And we have Rodney Charles, Kamla Prasad Bisesa, and the rest of the MPs support that. And this is the same woman who went and meet with Maduro. This is the same woman who meet the vice president of Venezuela, who was then Foreign Affairs Minister for Venezuela, and understand this, treat with them, saying the world have to recognize Maduro. Now she's saying that how the world must not recognize the opposition leader of Venezuela. So today, I'm saying to you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, the people who listening here, who listening abroad, we must send the message. We must let them know that come 2020, the population, the electorate is going to sanction Kamla Prasad Bisesa, sanction Rodney Charles, sanction the UNC, and we are not going to vote for them. We are making sure that they don't see the corridors of government again in this country. Because anytime we have a leader want to sanction our own, we must sanction them in return. We're not going to write a letter to the American ambassador on Marley Street, and we are not going to send a letter to Donald Trump, right? We are going to tell them that we are going to deal with our internal affairs by the people dealing with it. Then we're not going to run to outsiders to help us, because come election day, this is how they run to meet the officials of the EBC and have concerns. Have concerns. In 2010, they didn't have concerns. In 2015, they didn't have concerns. In 2015, they didn't want about foreign observers. All of a sudden, they want foreign observers. All of a sudden, they were asking what's going on on Frederick Street in the Election and Boundaries Commission head office, which is an independent body who have been operating and supervising our election for years upon years in our country, where we could have seen that we have no outside interference in the way how we conduct our election, where the world could see how the Election and Boundaries Commission as an independent body operate and supervise and conduct our elections. These are the people running now. These are the people forget about Cambridge Analytica. Who created Cambridge Analytica in this country, Trinidad and Tobago? Who bring them here? Who bring them here? And today we are seeing them running. Is it that they're telling us something? Isn't it that they're telling us something? That's why we must open our eyes. It's time the population sanction Kamla Bisasa. It's time the population sanction the UNC. It's time the population sanction Rodney Charles. And I am saying it today. We have to be patriot of Trinidad and Tobago. We have to be patriot for our country first, that we love outside country. And they do not love Trinidad and Tobago. They're concerned about outsiders interfering and bringing hardship on us for no cause. So I'm saying today, I am saying this morning, I'm saying on the Callaloo, the Callaloo pot hot and the pepper burning? But I'm telling the population who listening today, we are going to sanction Kamla Prasad Bisesa, Rodney Charles, and the UNC whenever general election is called. And it will call this year.
Caller, good afternoon. Let me see who I have. Like I get confused there, no? Port of Spain.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Any good morning to you.
Oh, sorry, yes, good morning. Aka running down the afternoon.
Good morning to national icon, Wendell. Good morning to you, Wendell.
Good morning, Port of Spain. How are you?
Well, boy, I hear in fact here. And I just feel the vomit when I listen to whether I standing up on 1 foot balancing or 2 foot falling down. You see,
I hope you don't drink Grey Goose.
Well, one of my partners and them say, I got out with Johnny Walker. Look, I don't know. I think that will get my tongue tied up when I didn't know how much people and how much seat was won in a local election.
And don't forget one said, Port of Spain, don't forget one said let Johnny Walker pass, eh?
Yeah, exactly. But having said that, I heard a trembling in a voice the other day to pronounce a word holding on the back of a vehicle in some sort of a meeting somewhere in the country. Now, I a fella that study leaders. This morning I went to the market, Wendell, and one of the fusions who has several CPEP contracts passed and tell me, we're going to see with the world government. Why is a lucky thing we was in the market? You see people willing to pay money at that vehicle. That's shameless. And he had a call on me. Because Sharon, the program, I respect it. They say, guys, that shameless one, boy. What several CPEP contract he talking about? Nobody who appeared to be PNM could have get anything under the UNC. Then a little fella pass and say, wait now, you ain't listening to Wendell and them. They're talking about life sport. And if Miss Marchand, she's hiding away outside, can't come back. Wendell, you get kudos there, boy. They say Wendell and the bottle. Then the whole Sharon making mention of several things where people approach to get this, that, and the other. Well, here's my conclusion. I don't want no prime minister who don't know that battle. It's about 20 times hotter than Trinidad. And the COVID-19 have Trinidad only away. I don't want no prime minister who attempted in all given ways to have 2 residents paid by taxpayers. Remember that, Wendell? Wendell?
Yes.
I don't want no prime minister who it seems to tell me that the border must be open when going back to Parliament and digging up in it. I heard the war is on the land, not on the sea. Remember that?
Yes.
And then last of all, I sure, as I have a day, my day, that these people in Wendell and Stowan, wrecked because there's only 8 people died so far. Wrecked that is only 117 people affected. Then wishing was triple time that. I will tell you why. You see how desperate they was to attend the election time. So remember our Prime Minister now say election will be due when it is constitutionally. You know what I do? Them take the extra. If you were so good would you take 3 months and 14 days extra when else you could answer that to me? But I would only make one suggestion. You wanted to free your friends and family, your partners and them who got contract on the eve of the election. Put the government in problems to get rid of them. And I hear some of them talking about it wasn't 3 days. Well, I'm glad that caller called and explained to them it wasn't 3 exact days, but it was within the budget. That is the meaning of that. So you see the balance? I have a problem with the balance. When people could call and attack me, and I didn't hear no stopping. Well, let me tell you something, Shawan. God don't sleep. God just only open the eyes for those who recognize and pray with him. This opposition, do not pray with the government. Do not pray with God. They ain't praying with nobody else but a pocket. Thank you very much for allowing me this contribution.
Thank you very much, Portisbean. Thank you very much. Overseas caller, good morning.
Miss Felix, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Eversley, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to say like the Tobago caller a few minutes ago. You need to give us out here give us about 15 minutes on the phone lines because sometimes we're really trying to get in this, we cannot get in because all of us out here. Having said that, we supporting Dr. Rowley wholeheartedly because right now we don't think there's anyone, and I'm going to repeat this, I don't think there's anyone in Trinidad right now to take this country forward. I'm going to say it's a no-brainer. Anyone who wants to vote for the UNC, I wish them all the luck in the world. I mean to say, it is so crazy. And one thing that I saw happen with Dr. Rowley, and no one is talking about it, Yassim Abubakar said something a few weeks ago when he said he met with Dr. Rowley. And people missed the whole picture why he came to Dr. Rowley's office. And I will repeat what he said. He said he came to bring a postcard for Dr. Rowley. And this was signed by the kids from his school. And the sign is running some kind of school. Okay? And under the UNC, when Tim Gopi Singh was the education minister, I remember this man used to be pleading on the airways for funding for the school teachers. He used to be actually begging, right? And under the UNC, Mr. Tim Gopi Singh, who was the education minister, never batted an eyebrow. Here we have Dr. Rowley comes in. And you have to understand when the leader is when Dr. Rowley is for country, not for parties, for country. And he said, you know what? When Abu Bakr came to Dr. Rowley, and he brought the postcard from the kids, they appreciate what he did because I understand he bring the teachers under the realm of the, I could be correct in this if I'm misquoted here. He bring the teachers under the Board of Education, if I'm not misquoted. And I think we need to highlight these things. For the people who come and vote for the UNC, especially in the East-West Corridor, we to know exactly where we're going. We have to understand where we want to take this country. And Dr. always say, it's not about a party, no, it's about a country. The PNM is for the country, and it's for the people. And we have to understand and stop. You just always talk about this, the voting thing. Look what's happening in Guyana right now. It's a whole mess across there. We don't know what's happening in Guyana, coming up in Trinidad and Tobago. And the UNC is all about bacchanal. We want someone with a level head to take this country forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, caller. All right, so guys, we're getting ready to go for, is it an event coming up on the ads computer? So I don't want you to shift your dial. Stay right here with me. We'll be back.
Up to the street. Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with the Street 919 FM.
All day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
We are in this together at Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Darrell's Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and 1 side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab-and-go meal, $20. Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Enagic change your water, change your life. Enagic water purifier, 1 machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
This is The Street, the all-new 919 FM.
By far, radio is still the best way to get more for your advertising dollar. Millions of people listen to radio every day. Why not advertise on radio? It's cheaper. It reaches the highest potential audience. It's time efficient and it works. Handpick the people you want to receive your advertising message. Advertise on the Street 919 FM. The MFO service says.
Survey said. Number 1 answer.
We're the fastest growing radio station.
We are The Street, the new Street 919 FM.
So call us now to book your spots. 628-4531.
Technology just went a step further with Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when looking for a good time. Looking for something new? This app is going to resolve all that for you. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing you menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload their content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy app is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So, any user that downloads this app sees all participating restaurants, hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website, www.globalgalaxy.com, and register on the website. And you would have an admin section where you would be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at the establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed so that you would know exactly where you would like to go and how many people are there. Download the app today. Global Galaxy app available for both Android and iOS devices. When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the Street 919 FM. Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Come talk with us.
Real issues, hard talk.
Real talk on the Street 919 FM.
Right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we are back, and it's 12 p.m. And guys, you can see us live on Facebook, The Street 919 FM, and also on YouTube, Iwer Tv. And remember, if you don't up the viewership, people wouldn't hear, and you will have to always keep telling them, all in here, what happened? You know, when Wendell says so, you know, Sharon says so, the callers and them say so, you have to up the numbers. And let me thank all of you all who are locked on and viewing and listening, both on the both entities, on the Facebook and on the YouTube. All right? So we're going back to the lines. I have Massachusetts on hold. So guys, make everything short and sweet because we have a lot of callers, Tobago quarreling, and our foreign callers quarreling. So we want to give them a little chance to get in. We have an hour again. Caller, good afternoon, Massachusetts.
Good afternoon to the woman. When I look at her, I get tantalized, and when I listen to her, I get inspired and mesmerized.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wendell.
Good afternoon.
And don't talk to me about Gail in Boston, eh? All right. Now, when I used to date women, right? Not that I dated men now, eh? In my younger days, I used to listen to women complain about all the things that the men in their lives did to them. So I know what not to do. And then I would show them how I would treat them, and they like it. Now, Mr. Wendell, I have a question for you. What is the current budget of Trinidad and Tobago?
For this
something like 45 billion dollars or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere there.
All right. In Parliament, former Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissessa condemned, ridiculed, castigated the Rowley government for seeking funds from CLICO because CLICO owe Trinidad and Tobago billions of dollars.
Yes.
So, in response to a question, right, by one of the ministers, one of the UNC ministers, the finance minister, Mr. Embut, broke down everything about the amount of money that was collected. Now remember, Trinidad and Tobago's budget is 40-something billion dollars. Yet, CLICO was able to pay back Trinidad and Tobago $15 billion, and they still have $8 billion to collect. Now, people know, they might be saying, he crazy man, he know what he's talking about. But here's the proof.
Member Fatabki. Mr. Minister, can you give an idea of how much money was spent as advisor and legal fees? Madam Speaker, I don't have that information, but it is a fraction of the money recovered. We recovered $15 billion, and the fees paid was an infinitesimal fraction of that amount.
15 billion, right?
Member Fatabki, supplemental. Thank you, supplemental. Madam Speaker, of the $8 billion, $8.1 billion that is still owed, what are the prospects of collecting that $8.1 billion? Minister of Finance. Under the PNM? Excellent. And it's $8 billion plus.
I have nothing more to say. Thank you, Ms. Gorgeous. Thank you, Ms. Fantastic. Thank you, Ms. Tantalizing, for giving me the opportunity to financially support both of your projects where you distributed food to the communities and also to the essay competition.
And Massachusetts.
And you know what?
Massachusetts, we're going to be doing, the presentation is going to be coming live on this radio station and live on Facebook and on YouTube.
When?
We're looking at Saturday, hopefully. We just have some tweaking to do. I understand the Prime Minister is going to be in Tobago, and I don't want, if he's live, for us to be live at the same time. So I'm going to find out exactly, and then the time will be placed here in the coming week.
And John, I have to say something.
not you, Mr. Wendell, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're doing a fantastic job.
No.
Continue to educate the population. And Mr. Wendell, you have some very important facts to share.
Yes.
But when you see you get emotional, just pull back from the mic a little bit because it is breakup.
All right. Then.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you see you putting your information out and you get excited, pull back from your mic so we could understand exactly what you're saying. Because when you get too close to the mic and you speak too loudly, you break up and then we miss some of the stuff that you say.
Okay.
I go on.
Thank you very much.
One thing is this, Sharon, but the 15 billion they collect back and have 8 billion plus more. But the member of parliament who asked that question and want to know about lawyer fees, right? You know, the member of parliament didn't tell the population that they had a former minister who's still a member of parliament on their bench who sat and Clico as a director.
Ooh, and when he was called to the commission of inquiries, he couldn't even answer.
Yeah, and they forget. And the member of parliament for Tabakit, why he didn't tell the member of the Minister of Finance when he asked in the supplementary question? Did you remember, Minister of Finance, what Chairman Coleman said about the feeding frenzy in Clico? And what he said about the same about one of their colleagues who sat on the board and who did not know about certain big checks was writed out to individuals who are the management level of Clico? Did he remember that? Did he ask in the supplementary question, ask the member of parliament or the Minister of Finance, what are they going to do? Are they going to let her have investigation so that people who put Clico where in the position is today and taxpayers had to bail them out, right, that they brought before the courts of this country? Or why they didn't ask in the supplementary question what the government doing with the investigation, with the commission of inquiry? Is they handed over to the police or the director of public prosecution? So even if members of my party who are in parliament, who names was called, right, are they willing to are they going to be charged by the TTPS? You ain't asking those questions, but you want to know how much money you pay to the lawyers. Why they don't tell us how much money their former attorney general paid to 12 disciple lawyers who receive billions of dollars of state money, of state taxpayers' money, and up to now no case have been won until they even discontinue certain cases. And all they're going to bring back the UNC 12 disciples.
But you forget to tell one, when they come for him, do not look in his direction nor kiss him.
Yes.
Forget to tell that one.
Right, so when you just bring a very great point there.
Good, yes.
With the $1 billion and ask how much money paid to the lawyer. You hear what is them concern? Huh? So they want to make it feel that we pay, this government paying one set of money.
What you say we?
This government, well, it's my taxpayers' money, so I could say we paying one set of money to lawyers and in doing their job. Right? But they paid billions of dollars to 12 disciples. And that way it come to this, Sharon, patriotic. Right? And I want to ask our question, how much patriot we have in this Trinidad and Tobago? And a patriot is a person who support their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. Someone who loves and support and defend one's country and its interests with devotion, honor, and bravery. And with national pride, loyalty to homeland, alliance, ethnic, cultural, political, or historical aspect. And we do not see patriotism in the UNC. I just tell you what is a patriot. A patriot wouldn't run to Mary Street to call sanction on Trinidad and Tobago. A patriot wouldn't run and call sanction and say we're violating the Rio Treaty. A patriot wouldn't want every Monday morning say the Americans is coming to sanction us. A patriot wouldn't get up in parliament and say what Trump will do. We will see what Trump will do. Right? So when we're looking at the aspect of patriots, we have to study who will defend this country in times of crisis. And we see it in the pandemic period, the COVID-19. We see who are the patriots. We see who are the ones stand up to make sure that they save lives. And we see who are the so-called patriots who wanted bars to open, who wanted punching room, who wanted nationals to come in the country, who wanted to file pre-action protocol letters, right? And they are in parliament, and they want to tell us about patriotism. So I'm telling you all, we have to know who our patriots in Trinidad and Tobago. We have to know who will stand up in defense of our democracy. We will have to know who will stand up and protect the country interests. And we have to know who will try at any cost to destroy our country. And I'm saying it again, 2020 general election, we have to sanction Kamala Persad-Bissessar. We have to sanction Rodney Charles, and we have to sanction the UNC. We have to go out in our large numbers and make sure that we don't cast no vote for a wicked bunch of people who do not care nothing about themselves.
Mr. Archer, and I have some housekeeping to do. Mr. Archer, you there?
Good day.
Good day. After Mr. Archer, I have some housekeeping. I'm good.
Good day.
After I endorse Mr. Wendell. After Mr. Wendell speak, I didn't want to say anything, but I have something to say. Sharon and Wendell.
Yes.
Trinidad and Tobago. I want to let some people know who is in Parliament that Tobago is not a bastard child. What the child living with a bad stepmother. Like I listen to a woman named something and Ramdial, some what's she name? What's her name?
Ramdial. Ramona.
He don't know the woman name.
She is a woman, they say that from Tobago. She know Boko Point is. She know Bethel is. She know Patient is. She know Clappan is. She know them place. But she said that she is the representative, the shadow representative for Tobago. And the woman started to talk all kind of something. You know, the last time they give her a little bit of money in the budget, she started to talk all kind of things. Now they put some money for some hotels, she started to talk all kind of things. You know, when they have floods in Central, people planting the same thing, same place every year and going and get money. They are saying nothing. Some of them waiting until April to go and build house in the swamp. And when rain comes down, the swamp out, they flood out the place. And they're looking for money from government. Every year they're doing that. They're saying nothing. They're cookie. But let me tell you something. It's mouth full of wapia. It's mouth full of wapia. And let me tell you something. Not let me go and put them out on your guys. Not allow us to put them. Not allow put them out on you. If you put them out on you, you're spoiled forever. If you don't have any train, you won't get train again. Okay. If you don't have grandchildren, you won't get none again. And Sharon and you know, the pressure going up, but listen. This one, they feel like Tobago have nothing. Let me tell you what Tobago have. The east coast of Trinidad, there's a gas field about 65 miles east of Trinidad. You know, it's just 12 miles away from St. George in Tobago. You just stand up on land and watch them out there. When you go up at Fort King George, you take a glass and spin them, you see them out there. When anything coming from north by sea is in Tobago waters the other part. When you're going north by air, you have to pass over Tobago. So let's stop talking foolishness and talk about Tobago have to put on sea. And when you know that,
yes.
You know that. There's a next man by something, James or Johnny, James or James or talking about what Shinjuku will win Tobago. Let me tell you something with a man. 2015, that same identical man saying that Tobago will only win 2 seats in the Tobago House of Assembly. You know what was the result? 12-0. PNM won the election 12-0. So when you hear they come with the recitation that they give them, and they play they're analyzing this and they could do that and they bright and that breed. You see that breed and they just call it? They come from somewhere over Belgium, inside for Zion. They feel they're brighter than Dr. Treat Rowley. And it's jealousy. They're only walking about, he walking about, and everything Dr. Rowley do. They say, when Sat Maharaj mess you up in Tobago, start to talk all, where was? Where you was? Where you was? All of them going.
Not a word was said, and if he said anything, very little. Because he was afraid to talk. They'd spit him out.
No, but all of them eating from the same chalk. All of them eating from the same chalk. But let me I want to tell him something. I want to give my message. Carry that message here from my brother. Brother John, who better bring the work wherever you need. That this election, PNM is a professional party. It's an organization. It's an institution. And when election day comes, it's different talk and different folk for different folk.
So Sharon, you see how patriotic to be a patriot for your country, for the love of your country. So you hear what he just said, Mr. Archer just said. So you see who are really the patriots, right? And when you don't want a patriot and want to sell out your country and want to call on hardship on your country, I hope we open our eyes and realize that we have a party that is not a national party. Yeah? We have a party in this country for a group of a ethnic grouping. That is all. That is all. They are not about country.
Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk? Where you go? Where you walk? What you say? When you talk?
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, boats of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. When you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, I had to play that for you to be careful. Eastern Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will like to advise its members of the following change of office hours for all branches: Sandy Grande, Arima, Tunapuna, St. Joseph, Port of Spain, Chaguanas, San Fernando, and Tobago. Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Remember, on a Friday, they close at 1 p.m. and then open back at 3. So please note that the Bartaria branch remains closed at this time in adherence with social distancing protocol. We apologize for any inconvenience caused and encourage members to utilize call center online access by downloading our mobile app from Google Play Store for Android or iTunes for Apple users, and our ATM link service, which are all available to maintain ample social distancing during this time. Triple J Glass grand opening on Monday, that's Monday tomorrow, 15th June 2020 at Smithfield Trace number 2 in Scarborough. We provide glass of all types and shapes for aquariums, showcase, windows, doors, louvers, podiums, cake stands, replacements of broken windows in your homes, also replacement of plexiglass on your vehicle. Where are we at? Triple J Glass Supplies. We're at Sorry, let me say that again. Here at Triple J Glass Supplies, we also supply and install commercial doors. First customer to buy a bath enclosure gets free installation, and the first 2 customers to purchase any item get a mirror free. For more information, call 721-5786, 721-5786, or email us at triplej.glass@hotmail.com. That is triplej.glass@hotmail.com, all lowercase. Triple J Glass Supplies, fixing glass is our job. And remember, the Iwer George stage is on tonight, Sunday, 14th of June, comedy night as usual. So you got to log on Instagram at Iwer George and the Street 919, Facebook Neil Iwer George and the Street 919 FM, YouTube Iwer George and Street Online Trinidad. This concert is free, but if you wish to make a donation to any one of the guests, you are free to do so on fundmetnt.com. Don't forget to tune in and be part of these dynamic series of concerts. Iwer George, one-on-one with the artists, supported by Tuco, taking care of business through our music. And of course, we, the Titans, Bruce and I, we were on Friday night with singing Francine. Good morning to you, my darling. And Contender, two strong Calypsonians. Technology just went a step further with the Global Galaxy app. The Global Galaxy app shows you where the hotspots are when you're looking for a good time. It allows you to see a live projection of the amount of people in a specific club, restaurant, hotel, boat ride, and more. Showing your menus, reviews, specials, and much more. Global Galaxy is worldwide and allows business owners to upload your content, videos, memes, and menus. Global Galaxy is also a very good marketing strategy to allow more traffic in your establishment and is available free for both Android and iOS devices. So any user that downloads this app sees all the participating restaurants. I can drink something. Hotels, boat rides, and wherever you would like to go. Business owners just have to log in at our website www.globalgalaxy.com and register on the website, and you will have an admin section where you will be able to manage the visual of those who would be using the app. As long as you install the app and check into a participating outlet, it gives you a prompt to check in anonymously. So please don't be alarmed. You would not be informed of whom would be at this establishment. It just gives you a quantitative live feed to that, so that you would know exactly where you have to or you would be or going. Feel free to download the app. Global Galaxy app available on both Android and iOS devices. Father's Day is almost here, so let's show all the fathers or all the dads that we care. D&M Wireless in New City Mall is having a Father's Day promotion. New City Mall is located at number 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square in Port of Spain. The grand prize is a Bluetooth headset. To be eligible, you must spend $150 or more in the store or send 2 persons to our store to shop, and they must provide store personnel with the person who referred them by name and contact information. The promotion begins Monday. That was Monday, gone on the 8th, 28th of June, and the prize will be drawn on Friday, June 26, 2020. Come check us out today at D&M Wireless at New City Mall. More is yours with Digital Home Entertainment. Get more entertainment, get more speed. And with 50% off your installation and first month subscription, it's so much more than you bargained for. Switch today. Digicel, there with you. And of course, getting better TV is easy as 1, 2, 3 with Direct TV Prepaid. Pick up your Direct TV prepaid box at the nearest supermarket, install it yourself, and activate with WhatsApp to watch best shows from anywhere in Trinidad and Tobago. Direct TV prepaid as easy as 1, 2, 3. All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, we go back to the lines. Mr. Chance, good afternoon.
Yes, is it good morning or good afternoon?
Good afternoon, it's 12:24.
Good afternoon, Wendell. Good afternoon, callers. Particularly, am I getting a feedback?
No. You're good.
All right, good. Mr. Landy, who spoke, or Mr.
Archer?
Mr. Archer, yes, in Tobago. And certainly what Kim Cole said, I lie down on the bed enjoying the program, After I make the comments with respect to the good news and how Dr. Oli has been praised and honored across the world, I lie down here and I'm saying I'm enjoying this program. And I understand and see why this program, your program, Cooking with Sharon on a Sunday, is the number one program in Trinidad and Tobago. And on a weekday, your program, Titans of Democracy, is the number one in the morning. So I lie down here enjoying myself. But you know what happened? You provoke me when you play, be careful. I was there, I said, let me enjoy this thing. It's nice, and everybody want to get a thing. And I agree with Tobago to get a thing. But I say, when you play that, you provoke me. And when they're provoking, you know, when they're talking about patriots, well, I want to talk about traitors. You see, Wendell, listen to me. At my age, I can't walk on eggshell, you know. I giving it as it is. I know, being a former, not a former, present educator, I know the difference between being a patriot and being a traitor. And I want to identify and tell you that you have to sanction the traitors.
True.
And you have to
Mr. Chance,
sanction the
repeat it.
traitors in the UNC.
Mr. Chance, repeat it.
We have to sanction the traitors and sanction the traitors in the UNC because they have a dime a dozen in the UNC, you know. And then they have some outside, you know. I went to talk with them today. One of them, I call them. One of them, I think you have a little problem. You have a little petty problem with Dr. Rowley. His name is Dr. Winford James. I'll go talk to you later, right? He seems to have a little petty jealousy. He seems to have a diminished testicular fortitude with respect to the prominence that Dr. Rowley has had in Tobago. Because he's a Tobagonian, you know. And I have relatives in Tobago and Palativia too, you know. So Dr. Rowley has mucho testicular fortitude. And it seems as though he has diminished, he has a little jealousy. I'm going to talk to him about Monday. So let me say to you, Wendell, that we have to talk about the traitors. There are plenty of them. Plenty of them in the... And you are afraid to call a name. Let me tell you. The truth in law is a statement. The chairman of the audit committee, the clicker, was Dr. Botiwari. You don't have to say somebody. He is the chairman. That's a fact. He was the chairman. And when he was asked in that inquiry, which was chaired by Professor Coleman, he hem and hawed. When they asked him, why did you not convene the audit committee? He said, if and but, I will have, could have, should have, may have. Say it. The people must know. Yes. And if you're closing your fridge, or if you're going outside, stop and listen to what Chancy Boy is going to tell you. If you're about to close your fridge, hold it. If you're about to go outside and see what your gardeners have already tell you, give me a little break. If you're going to the car before you go to the grocery, give me 2 minutes, let me tell you. We have to focus and sanction them traitors. And let me close as I tell you why. I have told you already. I have a colleague of mine, a very good friend. I consider him my Venezuelan brother, who has been living in Venezuela for over 30 years. He's now a citizen, a resident there. And he speaks to me through the technology, telling me what has happened because of sanction. I want to remind you again. He retired as a senior lecturer at the university. You know his pension because of the sanction? $3 a month. That is his pension. That's because of the sanction. And he tells me that the old age pensioners, they have to hold their money because they have to use up their whole old age pension to buy a very small frozen chicken. The whole old age pension, so you can imagine they have eaten chicken at all. And his surname is M. And how he gets his groceries, he has to wait until they reach the letter M.
You hear that?
Alphabetical order, A, B, C. And when they reach M, all the thing in the grocery gone.
Ration.
And the same thing with his medicine because he's having high blood pressure. And when they reach the M, so you know what he does? He comes to Trinidad. And when he comes, we play a little table tennis and he talks to me in the face and tell me that. A bright man. The last message I got from him, that gas went out the line, they couldn't get gas. But he wanted to buy a battery. And he and his wife had to line up 2 days to get the battery. He in the night and the wife in the day. That's why they had to buy a battery for the car. We know the car can't work because they have no gas. You understand what sanctions are, people? When you hear Dr. Mulila, I'm not afraid, talking about sanction. When you hear Rodney Charles talking about sanction, that is what is sanction. So you can imagine your oldest pension, zilch. You can imagine your pension if you're a public servant. Small thing. $3 he's getting. And you can imagine But I tried to get a little early because my surname is T, so I could get a little grocery early. You know? But one of them who in R and S and T and U and V, when they reach it down nothing, that is sanction. And I thought that Ms. Felix provoked me enough to let the people understand what is sanction. And that is why you have to sanction all the traitors in the UNC. All of them, from captain to crook. You hear me? From captain to crook, because there are no captain, they have a captain. From captain to crook, sanction all of them. And let me close by telling you, the last market poll told us, as I said before, let me say it again, Dr. Rowley, when they interviewed 4 out of 5 people said they trust Dr. Rowley. I know what they do. When they spoke about Mrs. Bissessa, she is untrustworthy.
7 out of 10.
Untrustworthy. A traitor. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chance, go on. Oh, God,
Sharon, yes, you see why it is.
Wait, just now. Mr. Chance, I know you're listening because you ain't gone far from the radio. If you're listening to me, your friend from the Arima Market, yes? Call me after the program. I'll tell you about her. Please call me. She gave me a message to give to you. Right, Mr. Chance, please call me after the program. Go ahead.
So Sharon, you see why it is I bring these 2 things this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Sanction and patriotic.
Patriotic, boy.
And that's why, and what Mr. Chance rightly said. And I hope Trinidadians listening, you know, because when I come here on a Sunday, is to bring the facts to you all and to show the population why it is we cannot trust them anymore. We cannot. And they want to tell you about massive corruption. Where the proof of the corruption? Where the proof of the corruption? You know what they want to say? They want to talk about Marlene issue. Marlene issue have been dealt with, and it was an issue that they was investigating since when Patrick Manning, former Prime Minister Patrick Manning, was the Prime Minister, and when she was the Minister of Community Development. And when we're talking about Attorney General, who before the court, when did he get charged? Who did the investigation? Who did the investigation? Who handed over the information? It had 3 hard-working ministers, MPs in one ministry, right? And there was in the Attorney General office, there was Fitzgerald Hines, there was Stuart Young, who is now the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, who's still there, and he's also the Minister of Public Utilities, and we have the Attorney General Faris Alwari. And they tell us they follow the money. They tell us they did investigation. Look what's going on at live sports today. And people saying about let them come and investigate. We must remember how much odd murders people lost their life in live sport. We must also do not forget the wastewater treatment plant on the BTAM. One man gone away with about $1 billion of our taxpayers' money. And where that person is today. Look, our MP cannot come back today to serve his constituents. We heard that a female close to the MP is wanted by the police for questioning. For what? Banking account, going into bank, and that person is a housewife. So I asked myself, if we had a ministry of housewife under the People Partnership, we do not know how much more housewife was going on cashing and bank money. We heard about a senior counsel, an independent senator, right, was murdered. And who are the people who was held for the murder? We don't even know if we have more people who outside who involved in it and who have politicians involved in it. This election we see coming up is a very election based on issues, you know. It isn't based on mamagism, you know. It isn't based on people fooling you, you know. We have to look and really think if we really want to bring back Kamala Prasad-Bissessa under this government. As a friend would say, there's fling what? Scrum in the east-west corridor, fling a plate, and central and south tote with the pot. Right? And it's facts. We hear Mr. Chance, and I say it on your concerning the Clico inquiry. And they went and that people who went into Parliament and talk on their behalf, you know. Talk on their behalf under this present administration, you know. Right? And we see what was taking place. Trinidad and Tobago this is a very important year for us, you know. This is a very important year. This is a year we have to think about our children, future, you know. This is a year we have to think about if we want to bring back people to continue corruption, massive corruption, right? And go into the treasury. Like if the treasury is their own personal bank account, walking in, taking money for that. Look at cost overrun. Look at the highway. That crap interchange. God knows why. UNC wasn't in government today for that highway, you know. You hear how much the money was for us? What happened to a junior minister who raised the red flag? What did the hot leader did? She chose the political cemetery. For what? For standing up, what she presumed, and see that there was corruption. And I'm telling you all, it's time we remind the population what we went through the period of 2010 to 2015. And if nobody wants to do it, I will do it.
We have a call online. Jenny? Jenny, you there? Jenny? All right. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon.
Jenny here, Duncan here.
Hey, Donkey, what going on?
Man, I try to get you since about 60 calls on me. But some putting me right now. Put the program hot. Morning, Mr. Eversley.
Good morning.
Sharon, good program as usual. I want to say morning to the Titan, both home and abroad. Good program as usual. I want to thank the Prime Minister and the government of Trinidad and Tobago for the way they handle the COVID-19. All protocol put in place. I want to thank the frontliners, police, army, nurses, doctors, all the participants. Right? And I also want to thank Dr. Rowley for putting prudent management where they could have get back, they could have go in the kitty and get certain monies to assist the hotel there, the small business, persons who were home from the job and couldn't go out, and a lot of things. I want to take a little touch on the teacher now. Teachers are the most holidays. I have a sister who teach secondary school. I one of the is a principal still, and I have a brother who's a teacher. So nobody teaching. They get the most holidays. I used to tell them, I say, I wish I was a teacher. The amount of holidays always get. They home since March.
Since March, boy.
You understand? Since March.
April, May, June.
The Minister of Education only taking 1 month, from the 20th of July to the 20th of August.
And all they get paid for all the rest of months?
Yeah, and they're just taking 1 month for you all to prepare these children. And plus, again, you're doing it for free. You're giving a stipend. And this somebody making noise about that. Yeah? This other guy who jumped out with the nurses, that man singing just like Watson Duke. He on agenda, you know, Sharon. If you listen to the man singing just like Watson Duke. You understand? Mr. Live Sports. I remember certain person got killed in that, and a lady had to flee and go away. They were linked with the underworld. So we mustn't forget this thing. I don't even want to call their position leader name, because for that I don't want to call their name in my mouth. They ain't ready yet. So let me stop pondering on them. As Mother Tuna say, they're not coming back. And as Dr. Aurelia say, the majority of people in Trinidad and Tobago, I either say 95%, are right-thinking persons, and they're not foolish. Let us push on this station. We are the 5th union. Let us push on this station. We will be the PR for the government and the good thing they're doing. So let us continue, and we know what's the agenda. Keep it low. Good program.
Thank you very much, Donkey. Let me take this time out to say happy birthday to our stalwart of the People's National Movement, Mr. Ferdy Ferreira, who is 88 years today. Oh, God, I wonder if I should have said that. Oh, God. Anyhow, so I want to say happy birthday to you, Mr. Ferdy Ferreira, coming from our Senator, Mrs. Jennifer Baptiste Primus and her family, and from us here, and from the People's National Movement family, the Women's League, the Youth League, everybody. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Ferdy Ferreira. Overseas caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Sharon, again, and to Wendell.
Good afternoon.
Sharon, I want to endorse what Wendell said and Mr. Chance. We have to sanction the opposition leader and her cohorts for number one, wanted to bring back a man with live sport who resigned in disgrace and who rumor has it that he was living in one of the other islands, was out of Trinidad for a while, and just when they figured that things had cooled down, sneak back in, right? And you want to force that person on us. And we also have to sanction the opposition leader and her cohort and UNC for crossing the road and going and give documents belonging to the parliament and by extension the people of Trinidad and Tobago to bring sanctions on our country, to bring us just like Haiti or worse. And it reminded me when African people were sold into slavery. That is what they did. They sell out to the white man. And so, right? Now we want to touch on an issue, Sharon, one Mr. Davlin Thomas. I was so glad to read where he took action.
Carol.
Her name.
Carol.
And Shakespeare tells us.
Carol. Oh gosh, she ain't listen to me at all.
When you take my name
Carol.
and bad it up.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to draw Carol's attention, and she just not taking me on at all. I'm sorry to have to cut you, Carol, but you're not hearing me, and I'm trying to draw your attention. And I don't want us to deviate from what we're talking about. I don't want us to do that. We will come another day to discuss Davlin Thomas and the issue. But I'm trying to draw your attention. We're not talking about that this morning. I don't want you all to don't do that. Call her. Good afternoon, Jenny. Jenny, where you are? Where she go?
Hello.
Right.
Yes.
Fearless,
I'm
just,
right here. You hear me?
I had to touch the thing. Oh, God. All right, go ahead.
Right. Miss Felix, I have all that accolades in my name. I'm another wish Mr. Freddie Ferreira strong because he's the walking encyclopedia for anything PNM. So, I too would like to wish him a happy strong and many more moons to come. Miss Felix, the worst thing is when you see man jealous man, eh? You see Cujo, James and Damas, them jealous Dr. Rolly bad, and that will hotting them to the ground. We have to sanction them too. When they talk, we need to sanction them. Damas, remember when the young lady, I think she's a diplomat, the young girl who Dr. Rolly and they would have sent, I think, a mission outside. I'm not too sure. He finds she too young. A young person getting that kind of big up.
But she young and qualified.
Exactly. And the man, she too young. It's the same thing he said about Miss Mally McDonald. Oh, she's damaged. But that man is a sick man. Thomas, listen to me now.
And Jenny, she not false papers.
Yeah. Yes, you understand? We need to sanction Kojo, James, and Damas because them three are doing nothing good for this country. They're jealous, Dr. Rolly, but Dr. Rolly, though, the more they watch you and the more that I get envy, you'll shine bright because do not diminish your light for us to shine. You are a child of God just like all of them, and we will prevail. Sanction UNC, sanction Almaki and she bunch of traitors, sanction all the prostitutes, all of them. Sanction. God.
All right, Jen. Wee, Papa. Call her morning. Good afternoon. Why I still want to say morning?
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon,
sorry.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I wonder, boy, Sharon, I see your tongue tie up and now you mix up morning for evening. Is there any wild geese flying around in the studio?
Maybe I had some under the table.
Listen, Sharon, I hear the sanction calls now, but I want to say that we need to sanction somebody else. Another grouping of people, which is the media. We need to start talking about sanctioning the media because I saw on the Express headlines about sanction once again, big and bold. Though it is we see that America was talking about sanctions for people that were investigating the President of the United States. Somehow them come and twist that and put against sanctions against the business community of Trinidad and Tobago. Something is wrong with the media in this country. And we need to sanction them because you see what is happening. We have to look at the owners of the media. And they are losing money because it's no longer a free-for-all. People losing rent money. They're losing land because land was given away to them for $1 a year and then rent back from them for hundreds of thousands per month. So they're losing, and they have a problem with the present administration because they can't make the kind of robbery that they used to get away with before. And we have to recognize that. Sharon, we need to really take a look at what is going on around us and stop being just blinded by gimmickry and propaganda. The people of Trinidad and Tobago, if we don't wake up now, we will wake up in a bad situation in this country. Because just like the Mr. Manning had said, had we remained with the past administration, we would have continued, especially with this COVID, to see a Viagra advertisement pushed on us because the numbers of COVID would have risen. China gone, have a nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, good. Mommy Sauce.
Hi, good morning, afternoon or morning?
Afternoon. Good
Good afternoon to you, Wendell.
Good afternoon,
all
Mommy
of
Sauce.
Trinidad and Tobago. Well, I hear Kim Cole and she welcome. Well, you're welcome. She to the PNM,
Of
but
course,
she,
long time.
yeah, but she corked them there like a green guava. Eh? She well corked them there.
Mommy
That
Sauce,
huh?
I have a Magda bus. But anyhow, you go ahead. I just had to say that before you say anything. I have a Magda bus, so you need to up my numbers, otherwise I'm busting.
Yeah, we're not busting no Magda.
Well, this now. I hear in the you know what I find suspicious? Everybody talking about Annie Roberts going back up, he going back up. But we ain't hearing nothing from them.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to call out who is the people she's sending up in certain places.
She's afraid.
Well, my suggestion was like she hardly getting people. But I'm saying, down and I'm thinking, and I'm saying, how all of a sudden they probing Annie Roberts?
Mm-hmm.
How they, you know, we hear already where they say was no case or something, wherever they did say, and people were saying they can't understand. And he come back on the radio and it's talk. And now all of a sudden, before election, all they come in and tell us, all they're probing Annie Roberts. I'm wondering to myself, if they're probing to throw the case so you could go up for the election. I don't know, that coming to me. That's why I hear and I'm thinking. Because I can't understand how all of a sudden, election, they ain't calling no names, so maybe they're waiting for if it gets thrown out to say, well, it gets thrown out and he slate clean so he could go up now. I that just complained with my mind, so I trying to wonder, so I said, let me throw it out in me, you know, if it's that. But in case it's that they're trying to do it outside there. Because I can't understand all of a sudden, and then you're hearing in the grapevine, he going back up. And he go, but nobody's saying yes, he going, you understand what I'm saying, the point.
Yes,
so yes. I trying to wonder if that is something inside they doing that probing it now, then to say that throw out, he clean, slate clean, you know, they just come out with a thing, everything always throw out, email get throw out, this throw out. Me, I don't trust them.
Good observation.
I don't trust them.
Good observation.
Yeah, I don't trust them. I sit down here in my mind, I saying everybody's saying that, and I say the same thing. I tell my sister the same thing. I say, girl, I don't know, it has something, some backlash in that to come. They're doing that in case. But let's wait and see. It's either they throw it out or they hang it, Jack. You understand?
Thank
so
you very much.
the most we could do is watch and see. Wendell, you good?
Yes.
Yeah, no mango by you.
Right now is only sanction.
Well, that's you know.
Right.
I sanction him then because I know they can't get my vote.
And
So me ain't really worried. They can't get my vote on my household.
And Mommy said if you want mango, we will call Bongos Beer.
Oh yes. Oh God, now but we can't suck that what mango here. We can't suck that mango here.
You have to bring a Philadelphia boy for.
Yeah, you should bring that. Philadelphia say you waiting for the COVID to done and the borders to open.
All right,
later.
Oh God. All you need to up my numbers. We have a mark to bus. Hurry up. I'm not talking unless I had 200-300 people.
400. We're not busting that mark.
All you do quick, let me bust the mark now. Do quick now. Mount St. George.
Yes, Miss Sharon, morning, how you doing?
A day's afternoon, boy.
Yes, good afternoon, true. Yes, I lost in time to hearing you all morning, Mr. Wendell, good morning.
Good morning.
yeah, hearing you. And Miss Jenny, I just called to talk about Miss Jenny. Miss Jenny, you see those 3 names that you call that jealous Dr. Rowley? It have 1 or 2 more. And let me tell you about those Tobagonian guys. They realize that Dr. Rowley is a bright man. They might be bright men because they all went to university. But Dr. Rowley has more wisdom than they have. And they are going out. The other day I saw Winford. He's a guy I had used to listen to long ago. He was interviewed by Fazil and he couldn't even watch the television screen. First, he's ashamed of himself for the things he say about Tobago. You know, Tobagonians. This is the thing. And this is what gets me vexed about him. He especially. And they talk about Dr. Rowley like if Dr. Rowley is nothing and he's not a Tobagonian that is intelligent. All that they are saying, why did the people of Trinidad and Tobago vote for Dr. Rowley to become the Prime Minister? Why they do not form a party and go up and fight against Dr. Rowley and win him in an election? They can't. All they do is on the media and fool people and tell lies and talk foolishness all the time. But we are waiting to laugh at that win for James especially because he went for a seat in Tobago East already and lost miserably. So we are waiting for this election to show him how, what is her name? Ayana, my good friend, going to put one curtail on Watson Duke and any other competitor against her. And I would like to see him talking on the radio or the television and saying why Ayana won the seat.
Thank you very much.
That's all. Yes, Michelle. And I came to Trinidad yesterday, but what has happened, I couldn't get to you because of the traffic. One, the boat leaves at 8:30 in the morning, and I had to come back reach back to Port of Spain, and I had to go quite central, so I couldn't make it to you. But as soon as this thing settle down, I'll get to you. Even if it's an aftermath thing, I'll just get to you and give you what I have to give you.
All right, not a problem.
Okay, Ms. Sharon. Morning, evening, Mr. Regis. Prime Minister Dr. Rowley. Blessings.
Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you, all the way from Tobago. Guys, caller, good morning, good afternoon on the overseas line.
Good afternoon, Sharon. Toronto here. Good morning, Wendell. Good afternoon, Wendell.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
I want the Mac to bust it because I want to do it because today is my birthday.
Yeah.
The Mac bust today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, I'm birthday Mac. Give me a good birthday present today from that radio station.
Make sure.
Mac. I love this thing. I'm going to bless everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. I locked on.
Make sure you have the finest bottle of Canadian wine.
Oh gosh, only get it ready. Get it ready, Trinidad and Tobago. Get it ready.
So we have Yes,
up
the
mark.
Up the mark.
Up the thing, man. Yes. Hello, caller.
Caller, caller. We are calling
you
so
know your
long.
number real close to Deep South.
Sharon?
Yes.
And Weldon and everybody else. Could I make a welcoming call on this line?
Sure, man.
Kim, the way how you sound with such enthusiastic feeling about joining over to the PNM, I could feel it in your voice. You dropped off about 10 years now from your age since that. And your blood pressure went down to 120 over 70. Very good, Kim. There is a gentleman in that studio. I want him to use that as a reason for doing the same thing. Okay, not only younger, but stronger you will be. Kim Gill, I heard your voice and I heard all your enthusiasm, how you feel. And it has plenty more. When the day comes, the right finger on the balizé, and you'll be more relieved. Okay then.
Thank you,
Mr. Wendell.
Miss Cosby, I will be coming to Tobago, and I have to say, I ain't get to say it here, but I will say tomorrow morning. When you're locked on, I have to praise the Tobago House of Assembly. But I will do that tomorrow.
When you come, how much days you spending in Tobago? 1 day or 2 hours?
I come in for a day.
Miss Cosby, I feel like coming with him. Don't worry.
I feel when I come and taste that nice food you just cook.
Hey, don't interfere with my space, eh?
I not interfere.
Right, I'm just saying, you know.
I not interfere with your food.
My breakfast and my lunch. Don't interfere with my space at all. Right.
All right, but Kim. Right, make sure and feel better. Bring more people over. Wendell,
yes.
The hot ticket is always there. Seat is there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Thank you very much. Is this Deep South?
Yes, it's me.
What going on?
My partner Deep South.
How you going?
Deep South, how you don't call your partner?
Well, boy, how you mean you making people feel we doesn't talk? Yeah? I hear Sharon say she go down bust a mark. I wonder if it's the same thing what you tell me.
But you listen now, man. Listen.
Listen now.
You finally,
we busted.
You finally joined the PNM.
We busted one this morning. And listen to the rest now, man. Of course, man. You hurry?
No, but I want to know if it's the same thing.
No, it's not that.
What you say, man?
Come off the air, let me bust the mark now, man.
No. Is the same thing you tell me?
Who? About Mommy?
No, you finally joined the PNM.
No, but Mommy bringing the sweet bread for you? Or Mommy's son bringing the cuckoo?
Hey.
Yeah.
We go talk later.
Yeah, okay.
I'll call you later.
All right. Yes. We have to drop it on there.
Where are my numbers?
We have to drop it on there.
Where's my numbers? I want a little 50 more quick. I only have 2 minutes.
Yes, we have 3 more minutes.
Quick. On the street 919 FM.
And is an endorsement. Is an endorsement you're going to hear.
Trinidad and Tobago. I am seeing a particular man campaigning with a particular candidate.
And he's walking house to house with him.
House to house.
Endorsing him.
In Maruga Tableland. Tell them with this man now. Tell them.
And his former finance minister of finance, minister of agriculture, minister of communication, Mr. Fassan Bharat endorsed Winston Gypsy Peters as the next member of parliament for Tableland Moruga. And this morning, he's on the road with him, working hand in hand with him. So he's showing that not only on the recovery team, he's also showing that I am going to endorse a man who will bring progress and continue the progress of Tableland Moruga. So hats off to Fassan Bharat, and you know, they go cost him now.
Not as long as I sitting down here.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago, I'm looking for a tune for it, but I can't get it today. But anyhow, I want to tell you, thank you very much. You see, 270 something. Thank you very much, listeners and viewers, but we had to end like that. Positivity means vote the People's National Movement. We out.
Sanction for the UNC.
Hey. All you tomorrow, please, God.
Ciao.
Talk your
talk, but we know talk. Come talk with us. The Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Father's Day is almost here, so let's show all the dads that we care. D&M Wireless in New City Mall is having a Father's Day promotion. New City Mall is located at number 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square in Port of Spain. The grand prize is a Bluetooth headset. To be eligible, you must spend $150 or more in the store or send 2 persons to our store to shop. They must provide store personnel with the person who referred them, name and contact information. The promotion begins on Monday, June 8th, 2020. The prize will be drawn on Friday, June 26, 2020. Come check us out today at D&M Wireless at New City Mall.
We are in this together at Dowell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, 1 week only, starting from Sunday the 14th of June to the 21st of June. You can get plenty for 20 at Dowell's Famous Foods. Have yourself 2 pieces of mouth-watering chicken and 1 side, or 1 zesty chicken sandwich for only $20 at BQ Bites. Get yourself a grab-and-go meal for only $20. Visit Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall, as they acknowledge we are in this together. 1 week only. 2 pieces and 1 side, $20. 1 zesty chicken sandwich, $20. 1 grab-and-go meal, $20. Darrell's Famous Foods and BQ Bites, Port Mall. We are in this together.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Wondering what's for lunch or dinner? Jenny's on the Boulevard has lots of specials for you from May 11th to May 23rd. Enjoy 10% discount for groups of 5 orders or more and pickup orders of $500 or more. 10% off with valid ID, police, army, and other emergency services. 20% off all government ministry orders. 30% off desserts. Grab and go mini assorted desserts, $60. 30% off beers and fruit drinks. Free delivery on orders over $300. 10% discount for orders over $500. Free delivery plus 10% discount for orders over $1,000. Choose from our famous Chinese-style express buffet, the American menu, burgers, ribs, and more. Italian menu, pasta, and more. Opening daily between the hours of 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call us today at 625-1807, 395-3757, or 488-8800. Takeout, curbside pickup, or delivery available. Jenny's on the Boulevard for all your Chinese, American, and Italian needs.
We now take you live to Church Radio with Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
My life is in you, Lord, my strength.
my victory. The Spirit of the Lord is great and mighty in me. The Spirit of the Lord is great and mighty. The Spirit of the Lord is my victory. The Spirit of the Lord is great and mighty in me. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. I am more than a conqueror by the power of His word, The Spirit
oh, yes.
is great and mighty. The Spirit of the Lord
is my victory.
The Spirit of the Lord is great.
Well, it's the Wake Up Sunday, yes. So wherever you are, welcome.
The Spirit of the Lord is
It's the day the Lord has made.
The Spirit of the Lord is my victory.
Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Great and mighty in me. In the name of Jesus.
Sunday will never be the same because of church.
By the power of His Spirit, to the one who strengthens me.
So welcome aboard, everyone.
The Spirit of the Lord is great and mighty.
Great and mighty.
The Spirit of the Lord is my victory.
The Spirit of the Lord is
great and mighty.
Great and mighty is He.
The Spirit of the Lord is great and mighty.
The Spirit of the Lord is my victory. The Spirit of the Lord is
great and mighty.
Great and mighty is He.
For the Lord is my tower,
and He gives me the power to tread down the works of the enemy. In a difficult hour, He will crush the devourer
and bring the
power of darkness underneath my feet.
For the Lord
is my tower, and He gives me the power to tread down the works of the enemy. In a difficult hour, what you do?
He will
crush the devourer and bring the power of darkness underneath my feet.
Blessed be
the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord Most High. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Blessed be the name of the Lord Most High.
The name of
the Lord is, oh yes, strong. The righteous run into Him, and they are saved. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into Him, and they are saved. Come on, church. Jesus is the name of the Lord. Oh, Jesus is the name of the Lord. Jesus is the name of the Lord. Most High is my Most High. Jesus is the name of the Lord. Somebody. Jesus is the name of the Lord. Jesus is the name of the Lord Most High.
The name of the
Lord is, oh yes,
a strong
tower. The righteous run into Him,
and they are saved.
They are saved. The name of the Lord is the strong tower. The righteous run into Him,
and they are saved.
Oh, somebody ought to say,
for the Lord
the power to tear down the works of the enemy. What you do in a difficult hour? In a difficult hour, you crush the devourer and bring the powers of darkness underneath my feet. I bring the power of darkness underneath my feet. Oh, hallelujah. I bring the power of darkness underneath my feet. Yes, 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 yes. The Lord is my tower, and He gave me the power to tear down the works of the enemy. Yes, in a difficult hour, He will crush the devourer and bring the powers of darkness underneath my feet. Wherever the powers of darkness is listening today, He have given me the power to tear down the works of the enemy and bring the powers of darkness underneath my feet. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Pay some bills and come right back. Tell you, Sunday will never be the same. Yes.
Church radio will never be the same again. Join the Church of the Firstborn Assembly with Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays and from 9 p.m. to midnight on Wednesdays. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. First Citizens Bank account number 795222. For more information, call 753-1113. Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Log on to the church's website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org.
Welcome aboard. Yes, you're coming from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago out of the Caribbean, around the world. Yes, thank you for choosing the old-time gospel family radio station 24/7 via the internet. It's your source for good Christian programming with you in mind. You can also visit us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. That's churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. And if the station have been a blessing to you, why not send us an email? That is church668hope@gmail.com. That's church668hope@gmail.com. With God.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity and assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
God, I stand. My heart is overflowing. My love just keeps on growing. Here in the grace of God I stand.
creation.
I'm a new creation. No more in condemnation. The grace of God I stand. My heart is overflowing. My love just keeps on going. The grace of God I stand. And I will praise you, Lord. Yes, I will praise you, Lord. And I will sing for all that you have done. A joy that knows no limits. I like this in my spirit. In the grace of God I stand. I will praise. I will praise you, Lord. Come on, somebody. Praise. Oh, turn up the volume in your home. Let everybody hear. Yes. That you are a new creation. You're not the same, no matter what you think. You, Lord. I will praise you, Lord. And I will sing for all that you have done. I will praise. I will praise. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That knows no limits. My spirit, in the grace of God I stand. You're in the grace of God. You're in the grace of God I stand. You're in the grace of God I stand. Oh, if you're standing there today, come on, come on, come on, somebody, somebody, somebody. Woo.
Come on, stand to your feet, everyone. Grab a flag.
Oh,
or a
I tell you,
handkerchief, And let's celebrate the Lord tonight.
Yes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, welcome aboard. If you have joined us for the very first time, you get double welcome, right? You get double welcome, double welcome, double welcome. Right. So, let's take some calls, find out who is listening. All right, just tell us where you're listening. The ministry have been a blessing, Pastor, and I'm calling from so-and-so place. The ministry have been a blessing, Pastor Johnson, and I'm calling from so-and-so place. All right, so the numbers, make note of the numbers. I always give it to you. You got 3 numbers. 297, that is 297-0479. 297-0479. 737 4673 737 4673 and 753 1113 753 1113. I hope you're jumping. First caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Pastor Morris Johnson, good afternoon.
Welcome, sir. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Cool, calm, and collective. Locked on and listening.
Pinto Road, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm getting the voice. Very nice, Pinto. You're first in line.
Okay.
Very good. Make sure you have your notebook and your pen and your Bible. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, God bless you. Thanks. Yes.
You are my soul desire. You light my soul on fire.
Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Welcome, Pastor Johnson.
Thank you.
Calling from San Juan.
Yes.
Locked on and listening.
Thank you very much, San Juan. God should bless you. From Arima to San Juan. Thank you. Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor
Welcome, welcome.
Your ministry is a blessing to me, calling from New Grand.
Oh, my hometown. Thank you very much, New Grant.
Okay, Pastor Johnson.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Yeah. You're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Calling from San Chiquito.
Hey, that's my son, Nigel.
Yes, it is, Pastor.
You know, long I've not heard your voice. Come on. You're clocking. All right. How is the madam? Where's the madam? Let me hear the madam voice. I haven't heard the madam voice for 3 months.
Okay, hold on, Pastor.
Yes. So,
Good afternoon, Pastor.
my daughter, Laura.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, missing.
And you?
I am well. I am up and rising well in Jesus' name.
Okay.
Yes, I have to ask my daughter, you know.
So we are listening.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, daughter and son.
Okay, take care, Pastor.
Welcome here. Bye-bye. Yeah.
My love just keeps on growing.
Third line. Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome. Why I'm not hearing you?
St. Julian, minister has been a blessing to me.
Thank you very much, St. Julian. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor. Calling from Blesshill. The ministry has been a blessing for me.
Thank you very much, Blessel. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. A matter of fact, that is my daughter, Nathaniel, right?
Yes, Pastor.
All right, daughter. Thank you. Yes. Bye. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good evening, Pastor. Good afternoon, Pastor. Your ministry has been a blessing to me. I'm calling from Malik.
Yeah, so this is the 4th try you've made. Thank you very much. Thank you for being consistent, Malik. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome. You're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome, caller.
Good afternoon, Pastor. I'm calling from Komodo. And the ministry has been a great blessing to me.
Thank you very much, Komoto. Thank you very much, sir. Welcome, yeah.
I will praise you, Lord. I will
praise you, Lord. Praise you, Lord. Sing have done. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Welcome.
Your ministry has been a great blessing for me. I try to get it every Sunday. May God bless you and your wife and the whole ministry in Jesus' name. Amen.
I received that, and tell me where you're calling from, please.
Belmont.
Thank you very much, Belmont. And keep listening. Encourage others. All right, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Thanks. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. All right, so I'll give you the 3 numbers one more time. Nobody have no excuse why they cannot get you. 297. I know you all are accustomed so much with the 753. All right, caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Calling from Sogona, the ministry is a very blessing to me, Pastor.
A very blessing to you. All right. My son, Edmund.
Yes, Pastor.
All right, sir. All right. I got the call yesterday, but I was out doing something. So, where's the miss?
She's upstairs, Pastor.
Oh, all right then. All right, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, later. Thanks.
All right,
yeah, bye-bye.
And I hope that you'll do it with me tonight. Are you ready?
So the numbers are 737-4673, 737-4673, 297-0479, 297-0479, 737-4673, and 753-1113. Again, one more time. 297-0479, 737-4673. Back to the phone line. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yes, welcome.
Very pleasant day to you.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Well, and the ministry has been a blessing to me, and I'm calling from Maloney, and I'm here sitting with my pen and paper and everything.
Oh, then I will say you are my daughter.
Yes, Daddy.
Thank you very much, daughter.
Okay.
Yes, bye-bye, yeah. Next caller, you on the air. Good afternoon, welcome.
Coming from Korea.
Yes, Coriel. Go ahead, Coriel, go ahead.
The ministry have been a blessing to me, Pastor. Calling from Korea.
Thank you very much, daughter Coriel. Thank you very much. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Papa.
Good afternoon, Mama. Lahokita. Yes, good afternoon, daughter. Good afternoon, welcome.
And how is Mama?
Well, Mama is well. She's listening.
Love you both.
Thank you very much, Lahokita. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor. I'm calling from Tangu Gandhi, and the ministry has been a blessing to me.
Thank you very much, daughter Isaac. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Oh, yes. Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson. That ministry is so wonderful. Beautiful. It is a blessing.
Yes.
Calling from Malik.
Thank you very much, Malik. Thank you very much. So make sure you clock in. Very good.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome. Yes. Next caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead, quick. Caller.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yes, welcome. Good afternoon.
I'm calling from Castlefield,
Yes, Cassenfield. Welcome.
and I'm enjoying the service.
Thank you very much, Cassenfield. God bless you. Thank you. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson and Sister Johnson. The ministry is a blessing to me, and I'm calling from Sandy Brand.
Thank you very much, Sangre Grande. Thank you very much. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Man. This have to be a senior citizen. Caller. Mufa.
Yes, Pastor. Good afternoon.
Come on. Good afternoon to you. Welcome. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
The ministry is a blessing to me, Pastor. I look forward to it every Sunday.
Thank you very much, Mufa. Thank you very much, daughter. Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.
Good afternoon, Pastor. I'm calling from Malabar.
Hey, that's my daughter, Destiny.
Yes, Pastor.
Yeah, Pastor. How old are you, Destiny?
9, Pastor.
9 years of age. All right. So just remember, in a little while, I have to get you doing some things, right?
Okay, Pastor.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson and Sister Agnes Johnson. I'm calling from San Grande, and the ministry on the air is a blessing to me and my family.
Thank you very much.
Blessing, Pastor.
Thank you very much, daughter. Thank you very much. Next caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yes. Good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Oh, man. All right. Next caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, your ministry has been a blessing to me, and I'm calling from Beach.
From Beach. Thank you very much, Beach. God should bless you, sir. Thank you. Next caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Johnson.
Yes, welcome.
The ministry has been a blessing to me and my family, and I pray that God will continue to strengthen you and bless you. I am calling from Guayco, San Grande.
Thank you very much, Guayco. Thank you very much.
Okay, Pastor.
Yes, bye-bye. Yeah. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor. I'm calling from Belmont, and the ministry will be a blessing to me, and I'm listening.
Thank you very much, daughter Belmont. Thank you.
All right, Pastor.
Yes, bye-bye, yeah. Yes, people are clocking in, letting me know that they are clocking in. They're ready for their classes. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Hey,
I'm listening.
This is my daughter from Queens in New York. Yes.
All right, yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, you got locked out, girl. You got locked in, a matter of fact, not locked out. Stand by.
Yes, I got locked in.
Yeah, caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm calling from Enterprise, and I'm enjoying your program every Sunday and every Wednesday. God bless you and your wife.
Thank you very much, my daughter from Enterprise. Thank you very much.
It's okay. Bye.
Welcome here. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Come on, stand to your feet, everyone. Grab a flag or a handkerchief.
Yes, it's
and let's
church.
celebrate the Lord tonight.
Yes. So, Queens, what's happening with you?
Well, it's cool. Everything is okay. I'm seeing people is back out on the streets right now. Very, very, very late in the night because, as you know, the sun is hot up here.
Yeah, and plus it is very warm. And plus, stand by, please. Yes, caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome. Yes, go ahead, caller. You, yes.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy your ministry.
Yes.
It's a blessing to me from Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're waiting on the...
ministry, the word.
On the ministry.
Yes,
and the food you decide to give us to eat later.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Yes,
Santa Cruz. All right, so put on your dancing shoes a little bit. I hope you're dancing in Queens.
Oh, yes. I'm dancing for Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, how the weather is?
It's really, really, really nice. That's what I'm saying. Because the weather is so bright, I mean, there's hardly any more social distancing outside anymore.
Yeah,
I went up...
Stand by. You had to talk with me, but you had to stand by. Listen for me. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Bless you, Pastor. This is Tobago here.
In the house.
And your ministry has been a blessing to me. Continue standing strong.
Thank you very much, Mom. God richly bless you. Thank you. Yes. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yes, as you were telling me about the weather. Yes.
Yes, I went out Jamaica Avenue yesterday, and I was so taken by the way people it's just the streets is just full. Even the children they're bringing out right now, So I'm saying that there is no more social distancing.
Stand by. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Yes,
my name is Vanessa Andrews.
Yeah.
The ministry has been a blessing to me and my family. I'm calling from Waiko, Sandy Grande.
And how old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
8 years. So you know, coming up in a little while, I'm going to call you back for you to do something special, right?
Okay, Pastor. Goodbye.
Yes, thanks. Bye-bye. Yeah. Jump for Jesus. Yes. I'm sitting on the chair and yet I'm, dancing. Yes, so tell me quick now. Let me see if I can finish the discussion here. Because normally around this time it's warm. It's starting to get hot. Humid.
It's hot. It's pretty hot. It's very hot.
Oh.
Yes. Hot.
One second again. 1 second again. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor. This is a blessing to me. Personally, 2 Wednesdays ago, for my first time, I was healed in Jesus' name. Thank you very much.
And I'm very glad to hear that. And God richly bless you. What are you calling from? Five so good. Yes, we prayed. Exactly. We prayed 2 Wednesdays ago, and your foot, God has healed you.
My throat.
Your throat, and God has healed it, and we thank God for it.
Yeah,
so we'll keep it 5 so good, right? Yes, thank you, Mom. God bless you. Bye-bye. Yeah.
No more in condemnation.
Yeah, last year, whilst I was in New York there, Brooklyn to be exact, thank God the person had air condition. Once you do have air condition, I'm telling you, it's like an oven. I take another call. Hold on, please. Hold on. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. All right, caller, you on the air. Good afternoon or welcome. Mom, you're on the air. Good afternoon and welcome. I was telling you good afternoon, Mom, but you was not responding. Caller, you're on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Hi, Pastor. This is Esther and Faith.
This is my daughter, Esther, Faith.
Esther and Faith.
Esther and Faith, yes.
We are calling from Arena, Silver Road. Can you pray for us, please?
All right. Let me call you all back now, right? I'll call you all back just now, and you'll do what you have to do, right? You're supposed to do what? Read scripture and sing. What you're supposed to do?
Pray.
That's all you're supposed to do. All right. All right. Let me pray for you all one time. Father, in Jesus' name, God, we thank you for the name that is above every other name. Thank you for God condescending and coming in the form of a human being in a womb, going on the cross, suffering and dying for our sins, and rising from the grave. Spirit, soul, mind, body, intellect, emotion, financially, every area for us as human beings. You are touched with the very feelings of our infirmity. And so today I lift Sister Esther and I lift Faith. And God, you know exactly what they need prayer for. You know exactly where they are at. In Jesus' name, we touch and we agree today. We come against every assignment of hell. And Lord, we declare the assignments of heaven, which is health, healing, restoration, in Jesus' name. And everybody says...
Amen.
And amen. Thank you very much, Faith. Thank you very much, Sister Esther.
Bye.
Yeah. Welcome. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to jump for Jesus tonight?
Yes, I'll jump until he takes me home. All right. So, yes, I was telling you that those places, those places are like ovens. We talk here about hot, but we don't know what hot is.
Yes.
We don't know.
That's right. That is true.
You see, America have a dry heat.
Yes.
So even though the breeze blowing, it is still dry. There's no moisture to really bring across that nice cool breeze. Let me take this granny here. My mom. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson.
Welcome, Mom. Welcome. How are you doing?
Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Please go ahead. I'm hearing you. Mom, I'm hearing you. Go ahead and speak, please. Don't listen to the radio. Go ahead.
I enjoy your service every Sunday and Wednesday. I say I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Yes, thank you very much, Mom. God richly bless you.
I'm not getting through.
No, you are on. I'm talking to you, but you are hearing yourself on the radio. So don't listen to the radio. Listen to the phone. Listen to me on the phone. All right?
I'm enjoying it, yes.
You're listening yourself on the radio, Mom. Don't do that. All right. All right. Thank you.
All right, I'll slow it down very low. You hearing me now?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Always slow it down, otherwise it will confuse you. Always slow down the volume.
But I have it low, but I don't know how it's that and not hearing. Yes, I enjoy this service every week. Once I get through, I enjoy it. Okay?
Yes, and thank you very
God
much. Thank you very much. God bless you too, Mom.
Right, thank you.
Welcome. Yeah.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye, yes. Thank you. Jump for Jesus, somebody! Yeah. You light my soul on fire.
Come on, everyone, let's jump.
Yeah, jump, jump, jump. Yes, man. All right, let me take another call. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Pastor Johnson, Sister Johnson. The ministry has been a blessing to me. I thank God for it. Thank God for you and Sister Johnson.
I thought you was going to say the blessing have been a ministry to you.
It has been a blessing.
Yes. Thank you very much, my daughter Sandra. Where's my son?
Inside.
All right, make sure, make sure,
Always on the radio.
Make sure, because when you see we get back in the house, in the building, I am going to,
Yes.
All right. Thank you, daughter.
Okay, Pastor.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. Yeah. Caller, you on the air. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor Colin from Carenage.
From where? Carenage?
Carenage,
yes. Yes, Mom. Welcome. Yes. Thanks. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Are you in love with the Lord Jesus?
Yes.
Sing it with me. I am
a new creation. It's a new breed. Yes, so I was telling you that that place is so humid, the dry air. We have moist air here. And let me tell you something good. I've learned a secret. And for those of you who bought a fridge, if your fridge is from the US, it is set on the dry air. So if you bring it here, then you have no problem. That fridge take years. It might never rotten or never rot. But if you bought a fridge from, let's say, locally here or from any other part of the world, then it's set to moisture. And because of that, you find it start to, you see, or sometimes it's sweat outside and all of that. Right. So you all have learned something, and that's free advice I've given there. All right.
Thank you for that.
Yes. So where you at, have air condition, I hope. Anyhow, leave the people business alone, eh?
No, but I don't know if you saw that there's another riot brewing. Another black guy got killed.
I know, in Alabama. Yeah, I know that.
Yes.
But they said it's because he took the police laser gun. Not laser, I forget the name they call it. But anyhow, he took their gun and he was going to use it on the police, and as a result of that, they shot him. So I saw the chief of police resign and all of that. I don't skylark with two things. I do skylark. Well, outside of the
current affairs.
Yes. That's why I said, the ministry is from current affairs. Dealing with current affairs from a biblical, I have some things to drop on the nation Wednesday night, God Spare Life, because I took something off of Al Jazeera yesterday concerning the police and concerning Rwanda. So I'm going to, that is a bombshell, that, because you have some people going up for election and they have been stirring the pot on Power 102, and I'm not afraid to call the name. I'm not afraid to call the station name. They have been stirring the pot, and I've been saying this, and the people who control the media, TAP I think it is, who control the media in this country, need to look at what is happening with Power 102 from 3 in the afternoon to 7 in the night. Monday through Friday, and see what's happening there. And even on some of the Indian formatted radio stations, they need to see what's happening. All right, they have a duty to perform. And on Wednesday night, I'm going to expose that setting. All right, so Sister Aguilera, I thank you very much for checking in.
Can I just say something?
Quick.
Can I just say something?
Quick, yes, go ahead.
My son, Kristen, is one of those who have been a victim of police brutality back home. So remember him in your prayer, please.
All right. Thank you very much, yes.
God bless.
Yes, you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah.
And I hope that you'll do it with me tonight. Are you ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Come on, grab your flag and wave it.
Daughter, good afternoon.
Pastor?
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you.
Praise the Lord. So what are you doing for us today?
I'm going to sing and I'm going to read a psalm.
Praise the Lord. Go ahead, please.
I am delivered. Praise the Lord. I am delivered. Glory to his name. I was lost in sin in the valley of death. I am delivered. Praise the Lord. I am delivered. Praise the Lord. I am delivered. Glory to his name. I was lost in sin in the valley of death. I am delivered. Praise the Lord. Now I'm going to read my psalm. Psalm 146. Praise ye the Lord. Praise the Lord, O my soul. While I live, will I praise the Lord. I will sing praises unto my God while I have any beginning. But not your trust in prince, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day he choose perish. Happy is he that had the Lord of Jacob for his help. Happy who hope is in the Lord his God, which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever, which exerteth judgment for the oppressed, which giveth food to the hungry. The Lord looseth the prisoners, the Lord opened the eyes of the blind, and the Lord raiseth them that are bowed down. The Lord loveth the righteous, fatherless the windows, but the way of the wicked he turneth upside down. The Lord shall reign forever, green forever, even thy Lord, O Zion, unto all righteousness. Praise ye the Lord.
Wonderful, wonderful. You keep reading, you keep practicing, and welcome. You did very well. All right?
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, God bless you. Bye-bye. Nara. Yeah. Sister Tina.
Yes, Pastor Johnson.
Good afternoon to you and the children.
Good afternoon.
So
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Right. So let's hear what they're doing and let them go ahead, please. Thank you.
Okay. Pastor Johnson, they're going to say their memory verse.
Yes.
Psalm 11. Psalm 11. Come on, children. Listen to me. I'll teach you the fear of the Lord. I'll teach you the fear of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Right, let's sing this song. We have come to worship.
We are come to worship Jesus. We are with your powers and strength to all. We are come to worship Jesus. Before it's fall, the world needs the power. I serve Him on and on.
Very good, children. Thank you very much. God richly bless you all. Thank you, Sister Tina.
Okay then, Pastor. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Around the whole street of Kaduna, the same person standing here. You know, in 1999, I came to Lagos. My first night in Lagos was under the bridge in Oshodi. People don't know that.
All right, so we're going to get back to that testimony, but just before we do that, let's go back to the phone line with these children. Destiny?
Yes, Pastor.
Yes, welcome. What you doing for us today?
I'm going to sing a song on Siaman River.
Please go ahead.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. The sun comes up. It's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing till the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. You're rich in love. You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness, I'll keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. Worship Your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come. Still my soul singing Your praises ending. 10,000 years and forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship the holy name. Lord, I worship Your holy name. Lord, I worship Your holy name.
Wow, Destiny, you're going. Destiny,
yes,
you're going.
Yes.
You're doing very well. Keep it up. You're living up to your name. Right, so
Okay,
you're going with your scripture verse. Why you choose that?